All right. Well, we have some people popping in. I've got this posted over to the Patreon website, so our excellent Patreon members can jump in. You want to go and get this started?
Are we? Is the audio good?
The audio should be live.
The audio's
By the way, hi. The audio's live.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You ready?
They can hear us. All right,
They can
let's
hear
do
us?
this.
All right. And I about turned it off. I almost turned it off.
User errors. Don't worry, we're
Oh,
live.
yeah, we're just live. No big deal. Good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
We're here.
We're here. Stephen Deitch is first. Jerry Prop says, hello, everyone. Well, good evening to both of you fine gentlemen. Cheeseaholic, hello, and good afternoon to you. Leah Marie, morning. Who else? Steve, yeah. Shady's here, sweet. And Chloe. Awesome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Today it's duct tape soda.
Cheers.
So I had a really fun recap quick here. Last week I got to do what's funny is I just told you this, but anyway, this last week I got to do a contract shoot for somebody doing drone footage. I got to do aerial footage, just land survey stuff, right? So video for checking stuff out. Boring, but I got to go do it and I got to go paid, and that was really kind of fun. So that was what I did for the majority of last week because it was multiple sites up and down the state.
Getting paid to fly remote-controlled airplanes. Sounds fun to me.
Oh, it was fun. Oh, the work was great. The finished videos that they want are boring because they're just informational, like corporate videos. They're nothing. But no, it was great. I'm real glad I got my drone. You actually, at least in the United States, have to have a pilot's license for flying a drone to then use the footage commercially. You don't have to have one if you want to go just muck about with the drone, but if you want to use the footage somewhere and get monetary compensation for it, you have to be licensed. So I'm happy that I'm a drone pilot again because I got paid or will. Anyway.
You're one of the mindless drones.
I am one of the mindless drones, piloting mindless drones. And then Ellis found a friend who needed to get rid of a couch, so we traded out a really ugly beat-up couch for a much, much nicer beat-up couch. And that ended up being most of Friday. Then I spent all day Saturday working with Princess Squibb on her secret Star Wars Celebration costume. She needed a final piece that we were putting together that we started a year ago, 14 months ago. Anyway, she has that and is painting it, and that will be a video coming out on the channel in a couple of weeks. But we spent a good 16 hours, 15 hours, 14 hours, somewhere in there on Saturday, powering through getting this thing finished. Where's the candle with wicks on both ends? So I didn't do anything Sunday. The point being, I haven't cut the pipe yet. I had the most helpful of shop gnomes, the most helpful of hidden people that pops in that doesn't want to be on camera, that has actually helped clean up the shop, is getting the 3D printers put back together, has their own secret projects running in the background. Picked up a piece of the ABS pipe that we needed, and it's in the box. We've got
we have it?
So we have it. We have all that we need. It's 2-inch.
So we need to cut those angles.
So I need to cut this on a 45 and then make each one be whatever the length is the book says, which I haven't done yet.
Yeah, that's okay. We get to do that.
We can either do that live and everyone will just hate the noise on the the microphone because it's gonna be a lie, or I can go run outside and do it really quick where it's not gonna make a mess.
Can we just mute the camera for the microphone for like 2 seconds while you?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can hit it. We can hit it over there too to mute it.
There's multiple ways to do this.
There's multiple ways that we can do this. It's still gonna spit chips everywhere. We'll stick the we'll take the Ryobi chop saw and then using the Ryobi what is that vacuum cleaner, shop vac, that's the word I'm looking for. We'll put that to the exhaust port and it should pick up 2/3 of the ABS chips that are going to get created when we saw it, but it won't get them all. We'll still have.
I still appreciate that you can just like clean as you go and not just have to clean up afterwards.
Yeah. So yeah, we can do that. Let's do that real quick. But what are our friends saying? Because I see activity. Hopefully they're not saying we can't hear you.
No, Chloe Incarnate is saying audio is good, video is good.
Oh, good.
Getting Patreon plug set up.
Okay.
Cheeseaholic says the band is all here.
Sweet. The Patreon plug is also in the description, Chloe, so it is actually there. It just might be a little buried. It's not on the top.
Stephen Mills is saying, evening all from UK. Hello, Odin and Felicia.
Hello, Stephen Mills.
Cheeseaholic says, we commute. Do it.
We commute.
Not commute. Can mute. No.
Can mute. Okay. Felicia's right. Cheeseaholic is right. We will mute, and we will have Power Tool video in just a few minutes.
Yeah. Power Tool cams requested by Steve D.
Okie dokie. Toby and Bruno have the day off today. They are enjoying a pool spa day. So they're not here this week, which is probably really good if we're going to set up Power Tools and make a horrible mess in here.
They get so excited when they hear Power Tools. They think treats.
Yeah, that was my own fucking fault.
Okay.
I'm really sorry.
No, it's all right. Toby's not afraid of the vacuum cleaner.
Well, that's good.
Neither is Bruno.
Well, it's nice. The Ryobi one's really quiet compared to the one I had that was would plug in. It's
Yeah.
actually a much quieter motor.
Bruno actually likes hair dryers. Like,
Okay.
yeah, when he gets out of the bath, he asks to get his hair.
Right.
He likes a blow dryer.
Okay.
Toby doesn't like the sound of the blow dryer, but
Right.
he will after a while go, "Oh, this is actually nice." But
Okay.
he's a little more sound at first, but yeah, they're just too comfortable for their own good.
I've got friends who are pet groomers and dog groomers and such, and the method for drying a cat. Can you imagine having to wash a cat? Some you have to.
Yeah.
You put them in the smallest crate with a big fan stuck in the front of it, so you're just cat stuck in this wind tunnel. All right.
I can imagine cats not enjoying that.
I
very
can
much.
imagine cats not enjoying that very much.
Yes.
But yeah, so that was my week in a nutshell. And, the reason I brought it all up is, well, I didn't cut the pipe. Also, I'm gonna have a simpler video this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been on the road and doing stuff all week. I'm going to revisit Mjolnir. I'm going to use Mew Mew. I'm going to take... please hear the words I'm saying here. For the video this week, I'm going to laser cut all the bits and pieces for it, including the leather, and then glue it all together. And I'm going to make a static one, just like the original one I did. But with all the new decorations that we can see in the trailer for the Mighty Thor, because I want to make the new one. I still want to make one that lights up as well, but I'm going to put that one off until the movie's closer to coming out, and it's going to take a little more time than I've got to put that together, because I've got to put lights in it and figure out how lights get powered and how they get charged. And
When you add electronics into it, you double the time of the project, just mentally.
Pretty much, yeah. So I'm not doing that today. It's going to be a couple of yoga blocks. It's going to be laser cut skin. I've got leather. I've got conchos. I've got all the parts I need. I'm going to do that.
You have a fun little hammer into this.
And after the stream, I get to talk to Evil Ted, who wants to do a collaboration this month.
Ooh.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll happen. I mean, that'll happen. Don't get me wrong. That'll happen. Well, hopefully I'll get to talk to him, and hopefully we'll get something arranged that we'll actually get together and build a thing this month. So.
Yeah, you've been fangirling over him since.
Oh yeah, it's Ted.
You like
Come on. It's Ted. I'm gonna put his shirt on.
So, Shady Dragon says mute works now. Steve D, Felicia, loving the dress. Is it your creation? No, it's not, but I do love strawberries. Jerry Rig Props says, I'm getting my very first YouTube video out this week or next.
Oh, really?
Nervous. Good luck.
The internet can be brutal. So don't think that everything that is said is 100% directed at you. Half the time, just being an ass is part of the YouTube culture, apparently, the YouTube viewer culture. So don't take everything horribly seriously that they say. But you're talented, you got a great voice, so you're going to do fine.
Iana Lith is here saying, hi Odin and Felicia, sorry for running late, been working on my artwork, and then remembered it's Monday. How are you guys doing? Doing well.
Taking pills.
Leah Maria is reminding us there's only a week left of this month.
There is only a week left of this month. That's partly why Ted's calling. Because, Obi-Wan's coming out this Friday. Star Wars Celebrations this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I am looking forward to the Obi-Wan show. It's still on Tatooine. But I really hope it doesn't go down the Book of Boba Fett route. I really hope it's...
You have opinions.
I have opinions. Book of Boba Fett was entertaining. Book of Boba Fett was overall disappointing. But I'm definitely looking forward to the show. And I actually just talked to Joe Gillis from Beyond Geek yesterday. He wants to do a lightsaber build. So may actually be doing a lightsaber build on the channel again.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because you just did the Lego one, which was exciting.
Yeah, and is still doing really well as far as videos go.
You always do blue ones. Will you do a green one? Is that your favorite one?
No, it's just what we ended up doing a lot because for Geek, they decided that they wanted a blue one. And then I guess I chose blue one for the Lego. That was up to me, and I chose blue. But I think mentally I didn't know for sure if I had green or not. And I knew I had blue. And Obi-Wan's is blue. So unfortunately it's going to be blue. But I do have a green LED, and I have a pair of red LEDs. So, and I have a UV LED.
So you could do the...
I could do a UV...
purple one?
I could do, I could do windows or just, it's a black light lightsaber, which... It's going to throw out enough UV. It would probably still fluoresce. It just wouldn't be... polycarbonate is a UV inhibitor. It's one of the reasons why you can't laser cut it. This is, as I understand from the technical things that I've tried to read. So putting a UV LED inside of the polycarbonate tube that I use for the lightsaber blades will knock down the fluorescing effect, but I bet it would still make bits of your costume and makeup light up if you were to... That could be really fun.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just curious.
Sure. So I hope you're not too disappointed that, well...
It's going to be blue? No, it's okay.
Okay.
The ones that I make are typically green just because I like the green one.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
It's there. We could put it somewhere else, but...
It's fine. Let's see. Let's get this kind of centered because I think...
We have a
We have a shot on 3, I'm pretty sure.
3. Do you want to put 3 up so you can see?
We want 45. Is that, let's... Turns this way. That's just going to spit all over the computer and all over you.
Yay! I will move.
I can go this way. Oh, there we go.
I am mobile.
That's better. I'm actually surprised.
What are you surprised?
There's a lock thing here. There it is. So
That you can click it in so it doesn't move around on you once you've decided where you want it to be.
It clicks to 0, so it clicks to, but it doesn't seem to want to click. There's 15. Why wasn't it doing it? I must have done something.
Or you weren't exactly on?
Yeah, so it is indexing at the common angles, but I must have done something to where it wasn't grabbing. Well, I don't know what I did. I did something to it.
That's okay. I haven't used one yet, so I couldn't tell you.
I'll go a little more this way, so the camera can still...
I can move this guy over to
No,
the other side.
oh, that's fine. Oh, wherever, yeah, anywhere around there is fine. Because I want to go off of, that camera, which means I probably should move this way a little bit, somewhere like that, and then we can... And then, Riley always asks for us to use all the safety gear, so we don't do anything like that, right? That's a bad plan.
That makes me uncomfortable watching.
There's no battery in it yet.
No, I know. But still, I get a visceral response. Like,
Okay.
no.
No, sorry about that.
It's okay.
Back the camera up a little bit.
Does somebody play with tape? I got my safety gear on.
Oh yeah, we've got that awesome Grogu that's here in the shop. He was wearing those briefly yesterday.
Good safety glasses, aren't they?
Oh, they're great safety glasses. Definitely want safety glasses. Probably want ear stuff. Thank you. And I've got I got the pipe. Anyway,
What?
yeah. Where's the instructions so I know what length I'm supposed to cut this?
The instructions, the pink binder.
The speech bubble. The cyclotron pan. More pipe. 14. More pipe. You'll need ABS pipe. Cut 3 pieces of 2-inch pipe. Did that one, I did that one. And one 24 centimeters long with a 45-degree angle cut on one end. So I'm going to assume the furthest point will be 24 centimeters because the 45 is going to make the other side a bit shorter.
I think that's honestly the best way to think about it because you don't want it to be too short.
Yeah.
Because we can always trim it back down at the other end since it's not at an angle. What are you looking for? Silver Sharpie.
Something I can see on a black pipe. Okay.
Is that centimeters?
This is centimeters. This is my my measuring tape I bought with my one and only trip to Europe. This was my dumb souvenir that I got. Is it exactly 24? Yes. It is 9.4 inches, but it is exactly 24, so.
Ianowitz says that circular saw would make a great base for a repeating blaster.
It would. It would. Yeah, I can see that. No, that would. Double barreled and everything. There's still no battery in it, you're safe.
It's okay.
So the furthest point's going to be out here. I got to remember which way I had set it up. So okay. Can I get in there? I can get in there.
Marking where it needs to be.
Yeah, if I put a clamp on that, then they'll both cut to be the same length. So even if they're wrong, they're both exactly equally wrong.
I can get behind that logic.
Now I'm trying to figure out how to put the clamp in here that isn't going to block too much of the shot. You know, like I am standing in front of the camera because I'm a professional, damn it. There we are, that should be fine. Now what's awesome, we don't.
What?
I was gonna say, it's awesome is I have enough pipe I can screw up once. No, I don't. This is
Measure once, cut twice is not going to be an option. We'll just have to glue it back together and then we'll cut it again.
okay. I'm going to put some power on it.
Duct tape.
Just, oh, not that one, I want the other one.
We'll fix everything.
Duct tape will fix everything. I'm just gonna turn the light on and double check where I've got stuff.
Your marks.
My marks,
Get
because
set. No.
I don't know, can the camera see it? Yeah, maybe.
Camera 3.
For sure can. It just sees my sticker on my battery. So yeah, camera 3, please. So you can kind of see. So now there is power, right? There's a light. So I hit the button up here. That turns the light on, and it's casting a shadow where the blade's going to go. And I got the blade just on the far side of my silver Sharpie mark, which is here. So
Schultz Division is saying, remember the width of the blade when measuring.
thank you. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Yeah, because the width of the blade is a real thing. The blade is going to erase materials as I cut, and that's going to create a void. So yeah, if I want it to be 24 centimeters, I have to cut 24 centimeters to the outside, whichever side of the blade that I'm cutting from. Otherwise, you're missing some. So if you have an 8-foot piece of plywood, which when you buy them, they're pretty much exactly 8 feet, you can't cut it into 4 equal 2-foot sections.
No, you're going to come up
You're going to come up
shy.
3/8 of an inch short because you made 3 cuts and each one's 1/8 of an inch wide. Yep. What is that? What is that in millimeters? I don't know. Real world units. I still work in my Harry Potter world. I still got Muggle units. Okay. So on the control panel, The very top left corner is a red button.
The on?
Yeah, if you press off, we'll go mute.
I don't think they heard of that.
No, so if you press off, we'll go mute.
Okay. Smells like burning.
Yeah, go ahead.
The sound's back on.
Oh, the sound is back on. Good, good. Thank you.
I can push the button.
You know how to push the button.
Not always.
Well.
But I figured that one out.
Yeah, good. Let me get rid of this trip hazard.
Yeah, you're gonna trip on that.
I will trip on this. Yeah. Surprised I haven't already.
Iana Lip says, personally, I love the loud sounds. He should just turn it back on. Yeah. Sprinkles.
How are your AVS sprinkles in your nondescript soda? Sorry about that. Chewy?
Spiky.
They're real good for cleaning out your
Crunchy.
colon because they just scrape the sides on the way out. Okay, maybe not. You probably don't want it. Would you like a new one?
I'm fine for now.
Okay.
Yes.
In all of my effort to try and be nice and safe to everyone else, I poison my co-host's drink.
It's okay. It's almost gone anyways.
Okay, and we have a fun leftover piece. I will also take some acetone to this and get rid of the printing on the side.
Looks like there's a coating on the lining. Not that it's going to affect us.
No. And there could be a coating on it, I'm not sure.
Bringing over the giant box. I shouldn't. I'll just grab the thing out of it.
We wanted 24 centimeters. We've got 238. 238 millimeters.
I was going to say millimeters.
Millimeters. Yeah, we wanted 240 millimeters. We got 238 millimeters. Nailed the blade right down the center of the line I wanted to cut.
We can always pat it out with foam.
Yeah, we can. Or, chances are it's not going to be a problem.
It's because we didn't use the Australian ruler.
That's right. We didn't use the Australian ruler.
Got these.
I use the Crete ruler.
It's not quite right, but it did the job enough.
It did.
The job is done.
And then I measured it with the dollar store square speeds or whatever carpenter square that I found here in the States that actually had millimeters on one side, and then
It's from the dollar store. That's
this
pretty
is
good
yeah,
for
it's
the
a
dollar
Dollar
store.
Tree. Yeah.
It's not plastic.
No, it's not plastic. And it had millimeters in full millimeter increments. I was just talking to Squib about that over the weekend, that rulers that have half a millimeter increments written on them, I can't read them. It's like I look at it, my eyes kind of go bzzz, and I can't keep track of where anything is. So
Fair
apparently,
enough, yeah.
I'm only good down to the millimeter level. Fun thing. Who all here remembers phones that were attached to the wall and interconnected with wires? We used to have one of the really, really long coily cords, right? So you get the phone off the wall and you had this
To
like
make it downstairs and around the
cord.
corner.
Yeah. Since it was a repeated pattern floating in space, and it would, you would move, right? Because if you remember that, because of all that motion and then the quality of my eyes, I could never tell exactly where it was in space because it was moving. I wasn't able to fit the repeating pattern into
Tripping
making it,
hazard.
yeah, into a 3D object that I could actually reach. So sort of this. There it is. I couldn't see where it was in space.
My 7th grade teacher used one of those cords to teach us about earthquakes
Oh yeah,
waves.
that makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah, so I can see you not being able to see it.
Yeah. What was the goofy YouTube video I saw this morning? It may not be new. Somebody made a Slinky machine. I don't remember who this was. I think I saw it on Reddit. But basically, they played the Slinky really quick, and then they decided to make a conveyor belt that was on a 45-degree angle out of wood with steps on it so they could crank the conveyor belt and keep the steps going and the Slinky just in space.
I had that idea in high school. We wanted to put a Slinky on an escalator, but the problem is the escalator steps are too wide.
Gotcha. Yeah, he custom built one that was the right size for
Yeah.
the Slinky, and then he he actually tried to hook it up with his drill at first to make it mechanical, but the drill was still a little too fast.
Yeah.
And then so he had this by hand, but it
Yeah,
worked.
because they all have to go over, and then they have to all collect, and then
And go, and
there's
then-
a time, there's a pace.
Yeah, it was neat.
Yeah, I can appreciate the effort because the escalators don't quite have the right pace, and the steps are too wide, so you have to get the right Slinky to step ratio.
And escalators are built like cheese graters. That's what I always thought. You look at the steps of an escalator, and they've got this interconnecting pattern, and so when the step comes up, you've got this. It's not serrated, but it is. I'm always afraid to trip and fall on an escalator.
So you're afraid? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of it like
No, but I'm
dragging
just
me
saying,
under or anything. I don't think that's going to happen. But just the idea of
your
falling
toes
on an
getting
escalator.
stuck or eating
No.
my shoelaces. I don't like the idea of
Tripping
that.
and banging my shins. That's kind of what it is.
Those do look like mean shin biters.
Yeah. Shoelaces. I don't think I've ever thought about that. No, I don't think I've ever considered that.
Probably didn't run around with your shoes untied all the time either.
Probably not. No.
Yeah.
No. And at this point, I buy shoes that don't have laces.
Me too. So.
Because I'm a little old and lazy.
Okay, so where did these ones fit in our grand scheme of things? We need to pull this back out. The master plan.
We needed to know something. We put it in the book. You put it in the book, and then you don't need to remember anything.
Exactly.
I wrote it down so I didn't have to remember. I can't do a Connery voice at all, so that's as close as I'm going to not try to do it.
I understood the line, so
Oh, good.
there's the reference. More pipes, step 14. Is that where we're at?
Yes, we are on more pipes.
Okay. And one 24 centimeters, that's a circled one. So we did the 3 pieces of 2-inch ABS pipe.
Yep.
1 6 centimeter, 2.3 inches long.
Yep, we got
One
those.
9 centimeter, 3.
And we did the pieces wrong because I pre-assembled stuff and we put the wrong cap on the wrong cap with the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got that to fix too.
Yeah.
We got it removed, but I got to make a new.
Yeah. We're working on it. And then this is the one with the 45 angle cut on one end. Using a abrasive pad to prep the pieces for piping, the pipes for painting.
Remembering a joke I used to throw around with some of the people I worked with a long time ago. Yeah. Strong on how, short on why. But anyway. Okay.
Hey, your
Yeah.
stuff's all cleaned. Where's all the mess? Like I was. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Isn't it awesome?
The problem when I clean is then I can never find my stuff.
Well, there is that, but actually, Leah's been really helpful with
No,
not
it's
just
nice.
cleaning, but putting things together with stuff that makes sense. Even though some of it I wouldn't put together because I have this weird secondary categorization of parts, but no, it makes sense. It's great, and we're prepping for doing like a. The
Full-on
Ryobi wall
overhaul.
needs to go up. Yeah, so it's kind of prepping for doing the Ryobi wall and the Ryobi drawers. So that's going to happen in June too.
You're getting a makeover.
Getting a small makeover, yeah. But the shop's getting cleaned.
Right.
And I used a table saw this weekend.
Layers.
Yeah.
Gotta like excavate layers so that you can then.
Excavating is a perfect word. The strata, Oh, look at this fossil.
Oh, look at we made it to this project. Remember when
Right.
we worked on that?
That was a poor squib. So it means it's right.
Those have seen better days.
These are potentially 30 years old. Yeah. I probably need new, inexpensive earmuffs.
Yeah, but do they come in the same cool colors? No. No.
Probably do.
Just different cool colors. Steve D says makeover video?
Makeover video. Yeah, there was Ryobi had sent me their organizational materials, right? The Ryobi makes it's an alternative to pegboard. It's a lot stronger, so you can actually put all their heavy tools on it because you can't really hang as many of the tools on pegboard as easily. You can, but the big thing is it works with the link system. It works with the roller cart that I've got. It works with the milk crates that I've got. It works with other tool corral things I don't have yet. So like the cosplay repair toolkit, we could potentially unhook and then just set on the wall. And it'll support all that weight. So Ryobi sent me 3 kits and with here, and so I'm gonna put them up because I got them and it's cool.
I just called those grown-up Legos.
They are totally grown-up Legos. They are organizational Legos. They are. I'm sure the whole fact that the system is interchangeable and works together, plus they're hexagons, is going to make Elvis very happy too. But yeah, it's neat. The milk crates, what I keep calling them. It's the open crate. Those can actually. So the box, as far as I understand, hangs in the wall. Like you have it, it opens up, right? It hangs in the wall like that, which is cool. But I don't know how I'm supposed to open the box and get anything out of it if it's on the wall. It's like here's a place to put it on the wall, take it off the wall, put it back on the wall. The milk crate, the open crates, actually hang the way you use them, so they become a shelf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I don't think you fully understand until you're like, oh, why isn't it clicking this? It just needs to.
Yeah, it needs to go together.
Work within your system of how you function. So if you're pulling everything apart, are you going to put it back together?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, right now I've been really happy with just leaving the cosplay repair stuff right in front of the table and just walking around to get some of the things that I want out of it. That may be a more permanent storage for those materials anyway. I mean,
Don't want to have to repack them again.
no, I don't want to repack them all the time. Don't need to. And it's right. I can't put a lot in front of the table anyway, so it's a great place for it. I say that, I know I stack a lot of crap for the table. There's usually boxes, and that's effectively a high-tech box. That I want to put stickers on. So if any of you have stickers you made for your cosplay persona or for your YouTube channels or anything else, feel free to send those on over to the Sacramento Media Center or to the P.O. Box in the description of this video, because I want to put a bunch of cosplay stickers and other types of stickers on my Ryobi case. I don't typically do that, but I felt inspired to do that. I've already got one or two on there now. I've got like a Rocket Con sticker on it, and I think I put a NASA sticker on it. But I've got a few already. And I've got a couple of Godzilla stickers. I was trying to not just get a bunch of these are cool stickers. I kind of wanted to get a bunch of stickers from people.
Yeah.
And not just, you know, I got one from an artist. It's a probe droid with a very flowery, like old school tattoo look to it. But it's the probe droid from Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
And it just says snitches get stitches. Because they blew the probe droid up, or it self-destructed. But yeah.
Yeah. I think it's ready.
I just want to take the print
The
off.
letters off. If the letters are still there, it means you didn't strip it enough.
The white letters don't do it as much as the black on the white PVC does, but this ink is soluble to spray paint and will float to the surface. Yeah, and so I've had that often enough that I just want to remove the letters and I just don't want to worry about it.
Makes sense. I can respect that. Schultz Division wants to know, Odin, have you ever used 3M's Dual Lock? I like using it for everything instead of Velcro, but the difference is the Dual Lock is staying on.
Instead of Velcro, 3M's Dual Lock.
Dual Lock, I think that's their brand of Velcro.
Yeah, it may be.
And isn't it both ends click together?
That's what I'm thinking. Both ends are basically hooked,
So it's
but they
not-
like mushroom
yeah.
top and they. Only as a product called Command Strips here in the States, and as well as a few things that came with it. I've never ordered it intentionally.
I don't go out of my way seeking it.
Yeah, and that's more from not bothering, because when I want Velcro, I just get Velcro because it's going to do what I want it to do. Because I don't trust Velcro. I trust Velcro to keep things closed. I don't trust Velcro to fight gravity.
Yeah. Different closures have different strengths and weaknesses, that's for sure.
And remember, kids, I just said that. So when you watch the video coming up with Princess Squib, the Star Wars Celebration thing, when we take the bottom and Velcro it on because it was the easiest way to put the light inside. Yeah, I said I don't trust Velcro. I also put 6 pieces on a piece that was the size of the cyclotron pan. It's like overkill. Overkill. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Velcro can hold. So
Velcro
I
can
don't
hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I trust it more than magnets, but magnets do have their place and they do click, you know?
Magnets have a tremendous pull force.
Yeah.
They got very little shear
Shears,
force.
yes.
Yeah, so if you can keep this action from happening, magnets are great.
Yeah. Where Velcro cannot deal with a lot of those other forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, when we were doing that, we had to go peel it off. It was the contact cement was failing. It was peeling off the,
Yeah, the glue or the adhesive. So are you stitching it?
Yeah. So it's like, well, I should trust the Velcro because it's stronger than the contact cement that I just trust on default.
Yeah.
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 Okay, we're cutting circles. This is 2 millimeters short, so I'm going to cut a couple of the red to get it up to be the right size.
Where are they supposed to stick?
Oh, they go.
Where do these pieces fit? Because we have all these pipes.
We have all these pipes. This pipe goes here.
Behind our ladder?
It goes behind the ladder. Yep.
Oh,
so it goes
wow.
vertically right here.
The angle's right, so it looks like it's smooshed into it.
Yeah. That there be the point.
Here, let me put camera 4 so people can see. Yeah, oh, look at that. It's not really like that.
And then this guy goes here, or maybe like this.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure which way it goes. I'm thinking it goes this way. And the ladder goes on top. The people in the comment will let me know if I've got the grain tower on the right way or not. And then this one goes down here. Something like that.
Like, I'm trying to get this in the camera.
Okay.
And it's not really working very
Oh,
well.
I see. You just had to go to 4. Well, good for you.
Should I go camera 2?
No, you're fine. We'll pull this one out so we get a little bit of both on there.
Yeah, where everything's kind of fitting together.
So yeah, we have this pipe that fits here, right? That's why it's a 45 degree, because this is a 45 degree, so it fits here. We have the grain tower that's not glued on yet. I'm thinking it goes this way because
There's that little lip.
there's this little lip on this side, so I'm assuming that it goes this way, but it could go this way. I don't know. I'll have to look at reference pictures.
This reference image isn't clear.
It doesn't look like it goes that way. I actually have some reference images I loaded into the still store of our Black Magic.
Okay.
And then there's this guy that goes not there. I'm not sure because that's just flat.
Is it this one?
It might be that one. It might be this one. So it might. I don't think it's here because it looks like something goes here. Oh, maybe it's. No, it's not that. Maybe I actually have to read the instructions again.
No, that's that piece.
I think that's the top of that piece.
Let's read the instructions.
We'll read the instructions.
All right, let's go back to 1.
Flip it a few more times and give everyone a seizure.
Oh, okay.
Do that, and bring in the power socket. Whee! Whee! Then we just need a Carl arm and some Bruno Barking.
Oh, yeah. We can actually have a nice stream. No,
We can.
it's our fault if it sucks now.
Wow, no pressure. Hey, it's noon. Why don't we take our suck stream to the public?
Done. Let's do this. It's 12:01.
It's okay, we started late.
So, are we public now?
I am finding a playlist to add this to. It's going to go to Ghostbusters and live streams. And done. And save. And we should be public now.
Click,
Are we
click,
public
click.
now? Are we public now?
Are we now? Are we
how about
live?
now? Are we public
live?
now?
We're live. How about now? How about now?
I don't like this because you see how many viewers, but I suppose that doesn't matter. It might be better to see people talking to us. 3M Dual Lock, there we are. You can add one of my stickers to the box. That's gonna happen, Shady.
No, I dropped something. It's not fully attached yet.
Show us all the dark secrets of Hollywood. No, I'm not quite sure what those are joking referencing to, but that's okay. So we were talking about Velcro before we came over onto the public live stream, and I just want to say this while I'm remembering it and give people the chance to join in. When I was doing trade shows with Play Incorporated, right, we'd actually have to go to different cities and different locations to set up the booth to show off the gear. This is early internet, so it wasn't all the virtual things they do now. You always have different unions in different halls you go to. Vegas has got their signage union because you got to make sure whatever sign you're hanging is going to be safe because it's hanging over people's heads. So you have to use cast eye bolts. You can't use bent ones and things like that. Which it all makes sense. There's an electrical union because you're not qualified to plug an extension cord in. It all makes sense. That's an exaggeration. They just don't want to overload the circuits.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I've used hair dryers on sets. I understand that rule perfectly and understand why.
There
and
you go.
I never plug anything in on set without asking.
Without asking the grip or the electrician.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this before. Chicago was my favorite. The convention center at Chicago had a Velcro union. If it had Velcro on it, you're not qualified to put it together.
Can I be the Velcro person in charge that gets to
Right.
put everything together?
I mean, ultimately it comes down, I'm sure, hanging signage, right? Was why that union came about, is that somebody was trying to circumvent
Who
the
made that
rules, and so they're going to use Velcro to stick up all their giant heavy signs, and something fell and scared somebody. I'm sure there's a reason for why this happened, but to just kind of outside of the box and look at it, are you kidding me? I was in grade school and I had a Velcro wallet and I had Velcro shoes. And I perfectly understand how that crap works.
Yeah.
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 But-
They used to have those little blow-up things, those bounce houses.
Yeah.
And I remember they had one where they had the Velcro suit so you could go and jump up against the wall.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are great for babysitting.
Velcro sticks really well.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I've actually never babysat anybody with one of those. We joked about it though. But hello, we have clicked over to the public live stream. For the next 2 hours, Felicia and I will be streaming live, coming to you from the Odin Makes studios in beautiful Sacramento, California. And we are putting together the Ghostbusters packs. Finally got the longer piece of pipe cut, the one we've been talking about for 2 weeks. And we are proceeding to figure out
Where
what
this
we're going
piece
to...
goes.
Yeah, where does this piece go, Internet? Trying to figure out...
We
what-
ended up with extra pieces. That means we're doing something right, right?
Well, these were in the destructions. Chris said to make this specifically. So we made a pair of these specifically, and I don't specifically know where they go, but that's okay because we'll figure it out live with all of our friends. So thank you very much for watching for 2 hours. We'll be sitting here acting like we know what we're doing, but primarily talking to all of you because that's the most fun with live streams. So to finally get out of the whole introductory thing and do the old habit, hello and welcome to the Odin Makes live stream. I'm Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And we're going to be building crap today. Oh, and I got a package too.
Oh, so we have mail?
We have mail. Yeah, we have legitimate viewer mail sent to us that we talked about that they sent in.
Oh, cool. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah. Okay.
We need to cross things off of our list of what we've done so we know what we need.
Sure. What happened over there? I see yellow.
Stephen Mills has a €10 super chat and asks, would you ever want to do something from the movie Krull?
Krull?
Yeah.
Krull. The glaive would be awesome to do from Krull. And didn't the Krull bad guys have these funky swords? They were almost like musket swords. So they would walk, they'd hold the hilt of the sword, or they'd hold the blade of the sword, and they'd fire a spear off the pommel of the sword like it was a musket, and then they'd flip it over, and now they had a sword. So they had like this one-shot musket thing that they could do. And I'm pretty sure that was Krull. As opposed to a really horrible 80s movie called The Sword and the Sorcerer, where the guy had a 3-bladed sword, and you could fire the out 2 blades off, and it was obviously compressed air or CO2 because it had like that effect go with it. It's like, bah. It is a wonderfully bad movie. It is. If you guys want to seek it out, don't think it's one of my favorites because it's good. It's one of my favorites because it's bad.
I can appreciate that. I just watched the Mario movie this weekend, so
Oh, that was amazing.
it was so terribly good. Like, it's so bad.
Do you want to talk about this is the Super Mario Brothers movie with Bob Hoskins and that other guy? I can't remember the actor's name. Oh, right, the clown from Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently he didn't really learn how to drive till he was like 23 or something like that, and so him driving really crappy in the movie.
Is him driving really crappy?
I don't know. I thought that was funny, like different perspectives watching the movie from there.
That's cool. Because that happened here, there was a viewing here at the Crest in Sacramento, and you said people talked. Who, was it anyone from the movie there, or just...
No, it was, they had some of the extra credit behind the scenes interviewing 10 years after the movie was released. His
Okay.
thoughts on a few things, you know.
Okay.
So it was interesting.
Cool.
You know, it's a horrible movie, but it's so good.
Right?
So good.
I would rank Super Mario Brothers higher than Sword and the Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't go mostly because I forgot. I had tickets as well. I'm pretty sure I shared them with you because we got tickets when we went to the Star Wars thing. But yeah, mostly I forgot. But I would go see that. But if they had Sword and the Sorcerer, I probably wouldn't go. So somewhere between those two is my,
Threshold for...
my threshold. Yeah. I had a friend that used to call it the free jack test. If you're looking at a bad movie on cable, remember cable? And if free jack is almost always on some other channel. That's the weird Emilio Estevez and the guy from Rolling Stones was the bad guy. Science fiction movie. Would I rather watch this piece of crap or free jack? So that was his neutral ground was.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have people jumping in, saying hello. We have Jack Smith saying hello. How's everyone? Got your friend Mickey Rat.
Hello, Mickey Rat.
Saying hello. I was so late. I'm just joining now. No, you're right on time.
You're right on time.
Welcome.
We just hit. Well, I think Mickey Rat's a patron. He could have been here earlier.
Yeah, he could have been.
Yeah, he's been a patron for a long time. He's a OG patron.
Yeah, you didn't miss too much. We just used some power tools.
Yeah, I'm pantomime cutting my arm off.
Yeah, he's saying right now the Proton Packs look like they are KFC colored theme.
Yeah, well, yeah, especially with the stripes they can see.
Yeah, little popcorn boxes.
Yeah, well, it's HD foam with the red 2mm what the foam. In fact, I need to cut some 2mm.
So these are all color coordinated by foam thickness. So.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
HD is just a uniform color, which I appreciate, but yeah.
Yeah.
What the foam is color coordinated.
Sadness says, would you ever, or have you ever made anything from Game of Thrones?
Yes, I have. So while we worked at Smosh, I built a really bad Castle Black set, and I redid a chair that my dad had done in an incredibly shitty Iron Throne. And
and I did the crappy costumes for all that. So
oh yeah, it was great.
It was so much fun.
If you go look at the Smosh Game of Thrones, there's only a couple of episodes. Like everything's wrong.
It was
with Game of
every
Thrones.
Game of Thrones ever.
There we go.
It was on their EV.
This table is the Castle Black table that we set up, and yeah. But as far as have I made a prop for Game of Thrones on my channel? Yes, and it's on my TikTok and it's on my Instagram, but I never put it on YouTube because it's kind of a quick build. Oh. Yeah, it's a little dirty. So even though I do understand that on production it wasn't a Starbucks cup, it was a different cup. It wasn't white. It was a light, like neutral, natural paper color, and it had a green circle logo that was whatever generic logo that the catering was using. But under candlelight and with the bad quality of the image, the distance, everyone thought it was a Starbucks cup. So it was fun just to go with this. On my video, it's all about the intro, and it's playing the song, and it's on this table of candlelight, and it comes up with the GOT, logo, Game of Thrones logo, and I set the cup down so the Starbucks logo covers up the O in the Game of Thrones. Marketing guy at the PBS station I worked at loved that. I'm really glad that at least the marketing guy clued in on me playing with the logos, and because I didn't get a lot of feedback otherwise on that.
Yeah. So anything legit on this channel? No, but you had some fun, and you have built sets.
I have built sets.
Yes. I actually really enjoyed doing those outfits.
Yeah.
They were fun.
The Castle Black outfits are really cool.
Right?
Because you did the full-on football armor and black cape and black fuzzy fur. And
I built those from scratch. It was like...
It was fun, because they were all huge, which they're supposed to be.
Yeah, because I was playing with size and shape of...
Yeah.
So, that was fun.
So, well, all the Smosh kids are, healthy, skinny, little, tall kids, so you put football armor on them.
Well, it was Pat. Pat was in that scene.
Pat was in that scene, yeah.
And so it was more crew.
Yeah. Okay.
But still.
It was Pat and Lee and... Wasn't Ian and Anthony one of them?
No, I did do Ian and Anthony up in those, looks.
Yeah.
But they wore all the different types of looks.
Right.
Yeah, so... Just everybody up.
Right. Dressed everybody up.
But that particular scene, I remember that was crew.
Okay.
Of that scene. But then, Anthony, anyways.
I remember having fun with that set because I built it. Most of the Smosh sets, as much as I got complained about what the sets were, they were just a box. You know, I'm going to shoot a sketch comedy in my living room, so you've got 3 walls and a couch and a window.
It's a diorama.
Yeah, that's the majority of the Smosh sets. Castle Black, I played with elevation. I played with putting a pillar in the way.
We had and then, foreground and background.
There was a bit of a window with a light that came through it and fog, and tried to play with it. And then I built that one set that same thing. It had like a separate room with a wall that you could pass through, and they loved that.
Ryan was all about that.
Yeah, he loved having that. So it's like tried to do a few more after that. But it's like, you guys, you ask me for things, but you specify things, and the room, whatever.
So that's how me and Odin met. We worked on Smosh and had to deal with all these weird problems that nobody else quite understands.
Unless you've done video on a no budget with no time, but still trying to put out maximum effort.
Yeah, still give a crap, you know.
Yeah, still give a crap. There you go. Maximum Effort's Ryan Reynolds ad agency thing. Yeah, which is cool. I do, as the comments on the Ryan Reynolds YouTube channel is constantly saying, he's the only one that can specifically only make an ad and get millions of people to watch it. Because he does.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, it's low commitment too. It helps. Oh, it's 45 minutes of silliness. Sure.
Yeah, you got a super chat.
I do?
Yeah,
I do. I got a rock one. Stephen Mills again?
Yeah, $5 super chat saying, I'm doing how do you pronounce that word? Glaive? Glaive infusion to 3D print.
Nice. Stephen Mills did the other one, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a €5 squid. By the way, Odin's nearsighted. Stephen Mills. Nice.
Thank you, Stephen.
I was excited watching the animatics for Thor Ragnarok, which is still pretty much one of my favorite of the Marvel movies. When Thor and Hulk are in Hulk's Sicarian quarters and Hulk's having his little temper tantrum, about not friend, fronto to, and he like kicks and throws things around. In the final movie, it's a giant shield he throws and sticks in the wall next to Thor, and like surprises him. In the rough animatics that they're figuring out, it was the glaive from Krull. It was the five-sided switchblade boomerang thing that the hero throws around. Yep. It was really kind of cool. I was like, hey, I know what that is. But they either didn't get permission or they just decided to not.
Right. Well, we'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
Okay, I'm going to move one of these guys.
Okay, let's start saying hi to some people.
Please.
JinZ33 says, love the progress on the packs. Richard Stroh says, hi guys, could you make the scythe spinal from Steven Universe? Am I scythe spinal? Which one's that? I have watched Steven Universe. Scythe.
I do not know. Everyone always asks for the shield and the ruby sword.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's the transparent sword from Adventure Time as well. The Steven Universe has don't they have like crystal swords? Because they've been requested. I've seen like one episode of Steven Universe, and I've seen half a dozen episodes of Adventure Time.
I watched the whole season, like the whole thing, but it was a long time. It's been a while since I've seen it. Okay. So I did enjoy it very much.
Yes, I can say that too.
3DPUK says, hey guys, looking forward to another great live. So welcome.
Sweet, thank you.
Marvel Guy wants to know, do you still have your Star-Lord helmet and costume?
Yes.
Yeah, we wore it for Halloween last year.
Yeah, we wore it for, exactly. Star-Lord's right up here. Can you see it on camera? I think so. The helmet's sitting on top of War Machine, and the costumes needs to be dry cleaned. Actually, it hasn't been dry cleaned because it's all vinyl, so I'm a little afraid to throw it in the wash. I suppose I can.
Vinyl? Yes. Yeah. Don't stick it in the dryer.
Okay.
Yeah, you could just hang it out to dry. You could throw it in the washing machine. That's going to be fine. It's not leather.
I could do that, and I should do that.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I would prefer doing that over Febrezing it, because that does not clean it. People.
No, that just masks the scent.
Febreze, no, it compounds the scents. I don't know. I remember Ian and I having this conversation because he used to work at Chuck E. Cheese. And they used to Febreze the mascot costumes.
Yeah.
And we were talking of, anyways. I remember that conversation. And fur you can wash. Please, people, wash fur. Just don't stick it in the dryer because that's when it gets matted. Let it air dry. But
can you wash the mascot costumes with all the foam in it?
the head's not necessarily, but you have to put it out and you have to air dry. You can get a fan going, but don't stick it in the dryer.
Okay.
That's where the damage comes from. The actually getting it wet and getting the stuff cleaned through, you know?
Doesn't hurt it?
No, that's good for it.
I remember hearing, because we asked, all the uniforms in World War II were wool, or the majority of them were.
Wool
So
is
how do you freaking...
sanitizing.
Yeah, they would just hang them up and let the wind blow through.
Yeah, because in the sunshine, it's going to, like, lanolin, which we make soap from, comes from wool.
Wow, listen, I think we had this conversation before. Which isn't anything negative at all. It's like, wow, this is super familiar. I think we've talked about this in the stream before.
But lanolin is self-cleaning.
Okay.
Lanolin. Wool is self-cleaning.
Because it has
lanolin, which we make soap out of, and it's
funny, every time you say lanolin, I think lamb.
Yeah.
Which is like...
Comes from lambs, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wool's a great material because it'll keep you warm when it's wet. It'll keep you warm when it's wet.
Yeah.
And hairs are really, I don't know, they're good textile.
Yeah. I'm going to overcut this and then turn on a noisy power tool to sand it down to being...
The perfect circle?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what people are saying. Bernie Davis says, hi, Odin and Felicia. You
Hello.
have your iron arm towers on backwards.
That one?
Yep.
Okay. Ion tower, is that what it is?
I like that it has a name better than grain towers at the moment.
Right.
Not talking shit about the grain tower name.
No.
Like, ion tower, that makes sense. Ralph Morg says, hey, Odin Makes and Felicia, people in chat.
Hello, Ralph. Happy to hear from you.
Yes, we got Field Walker Mass saying hi from Scotland. Hi, Scotland.
Hello, Scotland.
And Kieran Bows, sorry I screwed up your name, says hi, Odin.
Hello, Kieran Bows.
Sorry.
Ooh, something you guys didn't hear that happened during the Patreon-only portion of the stream, which... By the way, there's like 45 extra minutes that you can see live if you're a member of my Patreon.
Or just watch it later.
But if you want to participate in the live. Jerry Rig Props is going to have his own first video on YouTube coming out soon. It was Jerry, wasn't it? Yes, I'm pretty sure it was. If it wasn't, they'll correct me. So I'm excited because I've seen a lot of the stuff that Jerry has built before, and I like the sound and the canter of Jerry's voice, if that makes any sense. So I'm excited for seeing his first video. So definitely check that out.
Yeah. Richard Stowe says the spinel is the gem from the movie, and she has a lightsaber scythe theme.
Oh, okay.
So, sounds interesting. Kieran Bao says, please create the orb thingy and the power stone from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
Eventually.
Well, that's the last one I haven't done. And yeah, I want to do that. I'll probably try and do that pretty soon, because I got a thing.
You got a thing?
I got a thing.
What'd you get?
I got a thing.
Is it the burning thing?
It's not the burning thing. No.
Oh.
This is a take pictures thing. I got a thing. It's the Minton Beagle camera. We don't have a good product shot. This stream is not brought to you by this company sent me their. It is a USB camera specifically designed with a small bit of code that while you're printing something, it will make the print after a layer go to its home position and it'll take a picture.
Okay.
And then it'll come out and do a layer and then go to its home position and take a picture.
So it's helping you with
doing a time lapse of your print and
the stop motion building.
The stop motion, exactly.
Yeah.
And by making the print head go back to its home position, it just goes in the video, and you don't have the dancing print head.
But I like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I do like the dancing print head. So, I need to make a video for these fine people that sent me a fun USB camera.
Beagle or bagel?
It's Beagle, isn't it? Because it looks like a dog.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering, because I'm like, I can misread things all day long. Is it
Sure.
a beagle camera or a bagel camera?
Well, it's B-E-A-G, so that's
Beagle.
like
Yeah,
eagle,
beagle.
right? As opposed to B-A-G-L-E, which sounds good. I'm down for having bagels. But then looking at it, it's got the cameras.
It does look
I
like
know
a
it's like a
beagle.
couple of, we don't have a good close-up camera right now.
Camera 4?
Let's do camera 3 really quick.
Camera 3?
Yeah. Come on, do the thing. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong way. Just hit the right buttons. Okay, so camera 3 should be good.
Bernie
Looks like it's
Davis
a
wants to
little
know
blown out.
if we're using the booster tube today, which I think we are.
This is the booster tube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we cut the booster tube. More exclusive content for our fine patrons when we use power tools with microphones and blow speakers.
Oh, we turned it off today.
We did mute ourselves, so we didn't do that intentionally. Yeah, but
Yeah. But now you get to
so camera 3.
camera 3.
Boink, boink. So this is the Beagle camera, and I think
looks
it's
like
Beagle
Snoopy.
because it looks like Snoopy. It's got a black nose, it's got the little droopy ears, and a pair of eyes. So I'm pretty sure it's Beagle camera. But yeah, it's like a nanny cam for your 3D printer. And so yeah, coming back around to the Power Stone's the only stone I haven't done yet. Now that I've not gone and chucked Joe off the roof this year. So yeah, I do intend on making it, and I have a thing that I can play with for making it.
To track the progress of it being made.
Yes, to make a fun video with it.
There you go.
I also got, I don't have the right camera, but Uncle Jesse has a product he sells for doing this with SLA printing, for doing it with resin printing. What he made is most cameras, including the one I'm talking to right now, have a remote input. It's like a smaller than headphone jack plug-in, and what the idea is, it says wired input, or you can get wireless ones. So you click it, and you can do selfies of yourself, or be able to do stop motion because you're clicking this and not touching the camera, so the camera doesn't move, right? So he's got, it's like a 2-meter long cord with an optical sensor on the end, and that all by itself is enough to fire off his Canon. I think he's using. It's a Canon or Nikon is what he shoots with. So by putting the optical sensor inside the bottom of the 3D printer, the SLA resin printer, when the UV light comes on, it puts out enough power, it trips the sensor, which makes the camera take a picture. So you end up with the plate being down, same thing. You get this constant rise of the thing coming up out of the resin. You don't quite get to the end, but you do all this stepping in between, and you get a very clean.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Yes. And I bought one, and I got the little thing to try and make it work with my camera, and then I plugged it into the new DLP printer that Anycubic sent me, which works differently. Instead of turning on a whole bunch of lights and shining it through an LCD screen, like think of silk screening a T-shirt, right? So the whole case doesn't get flooded with light, which trips the sensor. The DLP, it's literally just projecting the final image you want off of a mirror, and it wasn't bright enough to trip the sensor, so it didn't work. But that's only because I was on with the DLP printer.
Yes. Jerry Prop says, I have that sexy Irish voice.
Yes, yes you do. Jerry, what is your YouTube channel? It's probably Jerry Props, but...
Yes. Bernie Davis says, I know all the names of each part on the pack because I'm a Ghost Head Ghostbusters fan. All right, what's this piece name right here? The piece that has no name, number 11.
It's the piece that fits around the top of the speech bubble and creates a couple of layers behind, yeah.
It's the gasket. No.
Yeah, it's the gasket.
So, no, that's exciting. So help us. Yes, so
Yes.
we have a name for this piece that I've already forgotten.
Help us, Ghost
The
Head.
power
You're our
tap.
only hope.
Yeah. Ralph Mork says, that's cool stuff. Would that work for a resin printer? But you brought that up already about the resin printer.
Right. I don't think so. It might, but Uncle Jesse's solution is way easier because it doesn't require any special code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kieran Bow says, can you also make Steve Harrington's baseball bat with the nails in it from Stranger Things? You helped me make one of those for a Barbie once.
Yeah, we made it. I made a
Well, a
couple of
full-size one, but it was a full-size one.
Yeah, it was a full-size one for Barbie, and then we either used that one or I made another one with Pat.
You use that one again.
We used that one again for Pat's video. Okay.
Yeah, because it was the same one.
It was still the same white and pink.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it's not in a video. It's just the final product. You've built one. You just haven't made a video of it.
Right. I haven't made a video on my channel, but as a final product, it's in the Vicky T music video, and it's in Pat's stationary music video.
Yeah. So you built one, but no, you don't have a video of it.
Right.
That's something we've done together.
Yes.
Side quests. Stephen Mills at Odin, are you going to use a laser cutter for any more projects?
Oh, hell yeah.
Actually, somebody asked a very good question last week.
Be ready for us playing with lasers next week.
They were asking if you could take the knowledge and tools and things you have now. Careful, you're going to lose it there. What would you consider rebuilding a prop from the past?
Oh, yes.
And which one would it be?
Oh, there's more to the question. Yes, I do remember talking about this last week. And the laser cutter is one of the things that gets me. It's the new element, so I'm not completely redoing what I've done before. And the precision of it and the extra things that I can do with it. Oh, yeah, I'm doing. When the live stream's over, I was joking about the too. I'm going. Here's wording to pay attention to, meaning I haven't done it yet, and I want the video out in 2 days. I want to make the new Mighty Thor Mjolnir. It's the old Mjolnir that apparently has been reassembled in the trailer, and it's got all the cracks all over it. It's the one that that Natalie Portman character catches at the end of the new Thor Love and Thunder video. I want to do that. I'm going to copy my original Mjolnir build, but I'm going to cut all the parts and the leather with a laser. Yeah.
And are you going to share those files?
That's one of the things I need to start working on some more. I've started the files, but no. I got distracted last night working on the files for us for next Monday. So I'm prepared for a week from now, but I'm not prepared for 2 days from now because, you know, I'm organized.
We haven't mentioned that yet, too.
So next week, one of the laser cutters, all of a sudden, out of the woodwork, I went from having no laser cutters to like 4. Not complaining. Plus, I had somebody else contact me I was talking to this morning that offered either a laser cutter or their CNC milling machine. I asked for the CNC milling machine. All those awesome, like funky looking buckles on Captain America's suit and all the just put in plates of aluminum and then functional buckles. There's lots of other things we can do with it too, but that was like
problems you've already had that you're like, this is what I already wanted it for.
Yeah. So anyway, we're in talks, and they should be sending me the CNC milling machine that can do a piece up to a little bigger than a U.S. legal size piece of paper. So it's like 14 by 8, something like that, or it's 13 by 8. It's a little bigger than a sheet of paper, but so what? I'm cosplaying models. That's great. But next week, one of the laser people wanted us specifically to talk about it on the live stream. So we're going to be doing that. Next week, we'll be opening up. Well, I shouldn't say opening up, because one of the requests was that we don't do an unboxing. We just work with it.
Yeah, so we'll have it already set up.
Yeah, so I need to set this up this week. This is the S10 US. Great. Oh, I wish you told me. Damn it. I wanted to plug the people, because where's the knife? We're not doing an unboxing. This isn't an unboxing. I'm going to close up the poopery.
Yeah. I know I got you off on a tangent. I'm sorry, but
that's all right. This is a live stream. This is the tangent.
We don't get things accomplished.
No. So I got this laser. We've got the one I just did. It was the longer Ray 5. I've got the exact same Auto something or other laser printer. It's the one that Ben Eady just put out a couple of days ago. I got that exact same one that he's got. And then there's this one. I also got one from a company called Two Trees, but that one has a housing.
It's not going to be easy. Not paper on the top.
Right, yeah. This is us not doing an unboxing.
Oh, here you go. This is what you're looking for.
Sculpt Fun.
Here, I'll take this.
Thank you. Sculpt your fun. Sculpt Fun. So the Sculpt Fun S10 laser engraver and assembly instructions, and I asked to have the upgraded laser head module, which I believe he sent because I had to go and find an air assist that'll work with it, that provided the spec required flow of air, because I've already seen it with some of the other stuff. I now understand the scorching, like what happened to the leather patches.
You cooked the meat?
Yeah, it cooked the meat. And so with this air assist, you're literally going to have a bit of airflow coming through out the nozzle that
So
not
it cools
only...
as you cook.
Yeah, it cools and blows all the particulates away, which keeps the laser more focused. It's not going through a cloud of crap.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They often have like fluids or other things so that it just makes the burns easier.
Right, like the CO2
So,
lasers
yeah.
are literally liquid cooled, but the air assist is also just keeping your work area clear for the laser.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that we went back and forth to find one that worked with the US voltage, because the ones they had set up to send out were all 220 volt, which the US doesn't use 220 volt as their power system. We're all 120. And getting one that had the specs they wanted, which was what, 0.3 millipascals of and a 10 liter a minute volume. Yeah, so trying to find that, not only from my brain from talking to the guy 2 weeks ago. It was really fun trying to find one. Literally, it's a fish tank air pump. But it meets the specs, and I can order one from Amazon. It was like 120 volt. It's like $40.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it wasn't an expensive part. There was one that was specifically air assist for laser cutting. It was like $120. And the guy was real hesitant, partly because it wasn't his brand, but he was saying that they weren't as impressed with it for the air assist as they were with these fish tank pumps.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a really cool laser printer. What are we going to do with it?
Oh, did I get way distracted?
You got
Did I tangent on my tangent?
Tangent had a tangent. So why did we...
So next week we'll still continue to work with the Proton Packs, but we're going to be derailed playing with the laser, the Sculpt Fun laser cutter and engraver with the additional packages and stuff they sent. And the project we'll do really quick is going to take one of the old projects I did, the Spider-Man web shooters from Homecoming. Last night I reworked my file to make it a laser cuttable file. And so everything we need to cut for 2mm foam is all set to go, including a little bit of engraving for both details and where parts go. And yeah, we only have to make, I still need to do a thing for, there's the cartridges of the wet fluid, which is basically a 6mm piece that's just got some cuts on it. So I need to do that. I need to make the file for that. And then there's just a little trapezoidal piece that we have to cut, basically, out of floor mat foam that gives the majority of the bulk, and then there's the little chrome
pen
tip. And then we'll have a set of
new web shooters.
New old web shooters again.
Old web shooters done with new toys.
Here we are, yes.
So that's what we're going to be playing with next week.
Yep, done.
We got there.
We got there. So yeah, and then when Love and Thunder actually comes out, I'm looking at redoing Stormbreaker, because I think that'll be really fun to do too.
So revisiting some old props with new toys.
Yep. Because Stormbreaker, when I did the original Stormbreaker video, I based it off the Hot Toys, and I did my best with figuring out scale from the Hot Toys. When the movie came out, well, there was a last-minute change. Hemsworth decided he wanted this other one that was bigger, so the head and the axe head, the axe head and the hammerhead are bigger, and of course the Groot stick is totally different. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo that as well. So got some things coming up.
So
what am I doing here? Well, I've got my my glue bin that you can see is fairly empty because it's not even strong enough to pull itself apart from just picking up the handle.
I thought that was because there's a lot of boogers.
It's going. Is it? Oh yeah. Ooh, cut to 6. Or cut to 3. Half a 6. Look at it go. It's doing the thing. Oh, it's sort of like a pitch drop. Not quite. It takes a lot less time. This is riveting television.
Daniel Banner, Cosplay Kid 29, is asking, will you remake Mjolnir? And that was yes.
Yes, I'll be remaking Mjolnir twice.
Yes.
I intend on making a static version for this week, and then when the movie's going to be coming out in a month, I want to make a light-up version. Wow, this is taking a lot longer. I'm going to help it.
Yeah. Clement Ruby. Sorry, screwing up your name. Says, "Hey Odin, can you make a Lego Star Wars blaster?"
Yeah. I just need to make the end piece that goes on the end, because oh, there we are. I've got the megaphone piece. I need to make the clear piece that goes on the end, and I started printing one, and the print failed, and I just haven't quite gotten around to trying again.
I get that.
There we go.
Let me go back because people were talking and I.
So basically, it's just a paint can. This is one of those weird hardware store 60-cent things that you can get from the paint department. I don't see these at Home Depot anymore, but I can get them at other random hardware stores, Ace Hardware, or other, Jack's Hardware, Jack's Hardware and Beef Jerky, those types of stores. Anyway, it helps with pouring paint out, or in my case, contact cement. And I've been asked, how do I refill my contact cement container? Well, pretty much like that. And it was fun talking to Ted in Oklahoma, because he was complaining about having to scoop it out with a ladle. It's like,
with a ladle?
Yeah, he would take either a paper cup or a ladle, and he would scoop it out to refill his container. It's like, don't you just get one of those paint things? And he looks at me like, what?
I would have a dedicated spoon at that point.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I think he's probably got a dedicated ladle.
Yeah. I would make a nice mess, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Insta Gundam 79. Does Felicia have other social media than YouTube? I only see like 3 videos there. Yeah, I only have 3 videos there, and eventually more will be coming out when I get my stuff together. But
life reared its ugly head and decided that
my computer was going to crash on me, and I now have a computer, so I don't have that excuse. I just have to get like the courage to do it now.
Yep. At
this point. But I do have an Instagram account. You can find me on Behind the Scenes Fashion, but I haven't posted that in a while. Or Eesh_87, EESH_87. I post pictures on my Instagram.
Yep.
But
and Toby Loves Bruno.
Toby.
The dogs have their own too.
Yeah, Toby Loves Bruno. Toby_loves Bruno. Is Toby and Bruno's thing. So.
All their misadventures.
Yes. So I don't have a huge social media presence, but that's where I exist online. That helps.
You're working on it.
Yep, working on it eventually. Richard Stroh says, "Hey Odin, can
Hey.
you make a freeze ray?" Nimblu says, "I'd like to see how laser cutters would do Stormbreaker carvings." So you're gonna get that.
You're gonna get exactly that.
Yeah. Chloe's reminding everyone to like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.
Bernie Davis, show and tell time already. Yeah, we got
already.
Into that a little early.
Yeah.
I was trying to get. Yeah.
Dude, I got laser cutters stacked up outside the door. It's great.
I love those kind of problems, you know?
Yeah, it's a horrible problem. You know what's going to be fun? When Ryobi comes out with a Ryobi 1 battery-powered laser etcher.
You know, that would be amazing. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
That would be utterly amazing. I already have projects in my head that I'm building at this point.
No, one of the things I want to do that I haven't done yet is grab all the Apple boxes we have here in the building and laser burn the logo onto the top of the Apple boxes. Because right now we just got a piece of checkered tape put on them to try and make them different from everyone else's. But the big flat just has the big Sacramento Media Center logo laser etched on it. It's like, we're good to go.
That's too legit to quit.
Can even put it on the side, so you can see it all over the place.
When you have a laser cutter, that's cool.
Yeah, when you have a laser cutter, you can burn all the things.
You can burn all the things. Other than that, you could order decals to be as impressive.
Yeah.
But still.
Silk screen it.
Yeah, there's ways to mark things, but there are certain things where it's like, oh my, that looks fancy. And I think that laser cutting is fancy. Let's see, what else is people saying? Daniel Banner, Cosplay Kid 29. Hey Odin, will you make more Marvel props or anime props?
Never! Done! Never coming back again! I'll never make a Mjolnir based on a Marvel property this Wednesday, ever! Okay, maybe
Again,
I probably will later today, yeah. Anime, at the moment, I don't have a good, solid anime plan, do I? No, I don't. But it'll happen.
Maybe.
No, it'll happen. There's a lot of really fun stuff in anime.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, a lot of the stuff is anime.
Yeah.
By now. Yeah.
You know, I'll be going to SAC Anime first week in September, so...
Strict David said, this is intense gluing. Daniel Banner Cosplay Kid 29 says, have you ever thought of making a dual disc from Yu-Gi-Oh?
I have got that as a request many times, and I've looked at it briefly, and here's the thing that's really kind of weird for me. The dual disc for Yu-Gi-Oh, from an outside point of view, it was a physical item that was built to be used actually dueling as a toy, and then it was introduced in the show because of it. So it isn't like the toy is imitating the show. I think the show is selling the toy, which isn't a problem, right?
Interesting.
But I could build one, but it does exactly what the toy does, and it would be exactly the toy size. So it's really hard for me to...
Just copy a toy?
Yeah, kind of. Which is dumb, because I'm copying a toy right now. But, you know, maybe it's just my level of Yu-Gi-Oh fandom isn't big enough.
There you go.
However, never say no, but chances are good that one will get bumped for something else. It doesn't pass the free jack test.
Shuz Lit wants to know, will you make a PKE meter? Yes,
Oh, hell
but
yeah.
you're going to do that on your regular channel.
Yeah.
Inside Your Home has a question for all of you guys. Are ghosts real?
You're inside my home.
I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say yes.
The Xbox can pick them up, so there's that.
Yep.
Timothy Upton says, hey, Odin and Felicia, wondering if Felicia sits better since she's gotten her inner cat out for a breath of fresh air, lol.
You were fun in the end of the video. Not going to lie.
It's like I've had a pet cat.
We did 3 takes, I think, of that end thing, if I remember right. We did
2.
2? Was it just 2?
We just did 2. We did 1, and it was terrible, and then we did a second one, and I'm like, all right, we did it. I'm done.
Yeah, because it was the end of the night, and she was exhausted.
Yeah.
Which is totally cool, I get it. Yeah, I had made the joke about, we'll pretend like I got a laser pointer and do the thing, and I totally forgot it the first take. And then the second take, I talk about laser etching stuff, and as soon as I said laser, you watch it, her head snaps around, it's like, laser? And then... the laser pointer I'm using in the Catcher video is actually this like keychain screwdriver thing that I've got. It's not a laser pointer at all, and I'm sure most of you can tell that I used After Effects to include the dot on the table. It's not a real dot.
Shh, you're telling secrets.
I fixed it in post.
We'll deal with it in post, yeah.
But you did great with all that, because you got everything knocked off the table, then you had a reaction, then I got to play with this, and you played with that, and it was great. Yeah.
I think that one turned out well.
It did. It's almost like she's a professional. She's done this before.
Richard Stowe wants to know if you are going to make another gem for Onward staff, so you can press the button and make it light up like your original plan.
That is also low priority. So at the moment, I do not plan on doing that, because there's too many other fun things I could do.
Yeah,
Not
that
that
involve
isn't fun.
burning things.
Yeah, because the staff is now 2 years old, and
It still lights up.
it still lights up, but at cons, it is rarely recognized. Most people assume it's Gandalf, or that it's some other...
There were a lot of kids
There's-
running up to it at the Lodi Con.
The Lodi Con, okay.
There were kids who were like, is that what I think it is?
Okay,
So,
well, maybe I'm... Alright.
yeah, it was next to the big eyeball sword, so there were people that were more excited about that, but I did see the little kids run up, and when I told
Right.
them they could bonk it, they got, like, really
Yeah,
excited.
super excited, yeah.
So, I'm the Dude says, hi,
Hello,
Odin
dude.
and Felicia. Hi, the Dude.
Hi, the dude.
I love the helmets you do. Have you ever thought of Power Rangers helmets to go with the swords you made previously?
Yes, we have thought about it. We have talked about it. I have a collector here in town over at the Comic Command Center in Natomas, California for all of your comics needs. And they actually have the glass counters from the comic shop I used to work at, Comics and Comics, so it's kind of fun to go in and it's like, oh, I remember that crack. You haven't got it fixed either. Anyway, he's going to loan us all the power coins so we can actually do a mold to do, for doing all, do all the stuff.
It's morphin time.
It's morphin time. Yes, Want to make Rita's staff. Want to make the Pink Ranger. Want to make helmets. Want to make the complete Pink Ranger, which would include a helmet.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet.
No. I actually have the Pink Ranger stuffs.
Stuffs?
The boots, I want to call them underwear, the thermal, the suit.
The suit, okay.
Yeah, the stuff to build it. I haven't put it together, but I have the stuffs.
You have the stuffs to put it together.
I have the stuffs.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
It's another chance to just...
Eventually, working on that one. That
Yeah,
was started a year ago.
Yeah, something like that. It's been a bit, if not even a little bit longer.
Because we've been talking about it for a while.
I think we need to actually schedule that to happen, because oftentimes, talk about it here, I'll remember it in the shower or driving, but I don't actually write it down as a schedulable thing. And so other shiny things get distracting.
Yeah.
I can't even tell a story without distracting myself. You think I can plan ahead with my builds?
Stephen Mills has another €5 super chat saying, please do something for Vox Machina, aka Critical Role.
Ah, right. Critical Role is very fun.
Ionalis says, go surreal.
Go surreal.
Ralph Mork says, in the near future, I will be attempting metal casting some video game jewelry. That's cool.
Oh, very cool.
Right?
Yeah. No, yeah, Ralph does, Ralph recycles and recaptures precious metals from e-waste, so that's one of the big things he does. So that's really kind of cool.
Yeah.
I knew somebody here locally that was doing that, and he had made himself a couple of, like, steak french fry size dirty gold. You know, it wasn't, he hadn't done the process to drop all the, but it was gold that he had recaptured from direct TV equipment.
Right. Ralph Moore says, suggestions welcome. I feel like there's a lot of good ideas for video game jewelry in general.
Ralph Morick, we need print General Leia Organa's ring that she wore with her celebration dress from the end of The Force Awakens.
There's a suggestion.
We'll get one off
Odin
Amazon.
makes his own requests.
We'll get one off Amazon.
King of R2D2 says, hey Odin, once I get my foam fixed, I'm going to make the 2022 Batman costume out of EVA foam and craft foam. And Odin, are you excited about the Elvis movie? Guess what? Austin Butler is Elvis Presley. Or is it Butler? Butler.
Butler? Apparently I'm not excited about the Elvis movie because I don't think I really picked up on... I know one's coming up, but I haven't been hardcore following it.
Interesting. Costume shop, we had some good Elvises because I got to build the capes. You know.
Oh, yep.
With the rhinestones. Oh my gosh, James was like, I need the eagle and it needs to face that way.
Yeah. I can't
so
remember
many
his name
rhinestones, but they pop.
Yeah, there was a cosplayer. I can't. It's not Uncle Jesse, but it's close. He was at the Oklahoma con, and he wore his Captain Kirk Elvis cosplay.
That would be fun.
Yeah, so he had the black cape with the rhinestone Trek logo on it and all the stars, and then he was yellow and black and the hair. Yeah, he was cool.
I love those 70s jumpsuits. They're great.
I remember Elvis being alive. I'm old enough that I got to see some of the televised concerts.
Oh.
So, yep. Just barely old enough to remember that.
Schultz Division says...
You know what? I need an iPhone. Schultz Division says?
Felicia, the OG Catwoman. I did do that costume a lot at the costume shop because that was one of those easy, comfortable costumes that didn't take much effort.
And people were probably pretty
happy
to wear it.
I wanted to play with the rhinestones. So I would just give everybody like a bunch of jewels all up in...
Oh, okay.
You know, with dripping in the rhinestones like she just cat burglared.
Right.
Like she just stole, so it was just...
So question, OG Catwoman.
I'm going Catwoman.
No, you're fine. I automatically assume Michelle Pfeiffer, is this Eartha Kitt?
We had both. I didn't like the Pfeiffer costume we had because the mask was so... Doesn't fit people's faces. Like
No, it doesn't. If it's not custom fit, it just hangs like a sack.
So I would go for the Eartha Kitt look because
nice, which is the OG.
Preferred it.
Okay, very cool.
So I would often put people in that look because I liked it with all the jewelry. But yeah, Catwoman's one of those ones I did a lot. Oh, then you teach people how to use the whip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did her other kid have a whip?
No, but Catwoman does, and people wanted props make the costume fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Internet, who's smarter than me? The 60s Batman television show. For the longest time, I always assumed there was a show and then they made a movie to go along with the show. Recently, I'm starting to think I've had the wrong idea, and it was actually the movie, and then they did the show afterwards. Which direction did that go? I mean, it's an easy thing to look up on Wikipedia, just what were the production dates of the TV show, what was the production date of the movie. It's going to be easy to figure out, but I'll ask them, because I don't know.
Okay. How are you guys doing at Googling?
I'm stepping over here as if this can be better for the distance of the microphone.
Well, the microphone is here, so technically it does. Hellboy RP says Julie Newmar was classic in the show to the movie. And the movie is from 1966. And Nikki Rack is saying Google Race! Oh wait, Google Race.
Julie Newmar, not Urka. Okay. I thought it was Urka. Whatever.
Yeah. The show came first.
The TV show did come first?
Yeah, movie's 1966, the show's 1967. Thank you, Internet people. You guys really came through. Oh, King of R2D2 wants to know, can you make an Elvis costume including hair, wig? I would love the dress as Elvis, and I sound kind of like Elvis, but not that much. I don't sing like him, which is sad, but I talk like him. Oh, that's fun.
I could totally cosplay as old fat Elvis.
I've made so many of those outfits, but where would you start?
I just start collecting parts. I mean, it's the leisure suit jumpsuit, it's the mini cape, and at that point you're practically Evel Knievel too.
Right? No, it really is.
Yeah. You've got the big boots because the big heel, big that was
platform boots. Yes.
Yeah, that was part of the Vegas look. He's got the hair, which the hair would be a fun thing to do out of foam. But
that would be fun because I styled that wig a lot.
Yeah. But then it's glasses, so there's a lot of really fun fabric portions to do with that.
Not so much props.
Not so much props. The hair and jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cape is probably the most exciting part of it.
Right.
And you know what's something we used to use at the costume shop for the Elvis bases?
Bases?
The base of the Elvis suit.
No, what did you use?
Okay, so there's these overall white jumpsuits that people use for like baptisms and stuff like that. That are these just like one size
fits most.
Like they're just jumpsuits, white jumpsuits.
Okay.
Those splitting the leg into the bell bottoms, because then you cut up the leg and add that little insert of flash, different colors or sparkles or whatever.
Right.
That thrown in there, it's a white jumpsuit base.
Okay.
And so then we would take that and add all the details to it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like an interesting little...
Huh.
You can still find those and you can still like order them, like their little white coverall.
The white coverall, okay.
Yeah. But... a lot of weird experience building those, but... So Clement Terbury is asking very, very nicely about your portal gun. I can't pronounce their name. I'm butchering it. It's Clementiner Ruby.
Oh, okay.
Clementiner Ruby. That's my guess on how to pronounce it. Wants to see your portal gun.
Wants to see which portal gun? This one here? The Rick and Morty portal gun?
There's
two portal guns on the set here. We got a Rick and Morty portal gun, which is one you probably see. And then there's the Aperture Science portal gun that's got 2 years worth of dust and leaky roof on it, so it's not very attractive at all. Well, they were asking
earlier about the portal gun from Portal Stories, Mel.
Oh! Can you see that? No. I have the gravity gun from Half-Life 2, which looks a lot like the portal gun from Portal Stories smell. from Portal Stories Mel, which is a fun game. I played that game because I love Portal. I have not built that one.
I didn't think so.
No, yeah, I haven't built that one. What do you guys think about if I was to build a Rick and Morty Rick's car, the UFO ship, like a model?
That would be fun. But what size would you do it at?
Well, we have action figures, so probably action figure size.
Oh, okay, action figure size.
So I had to order the figures or get somebody to donate them to me, and then I can make.
Or you can make your little figure a costume.
Yeah, you can do that. I actually made a. What's funny is I talk about doing that, and I always think about making Spaceman Spiff, which was the Calvin and Hobbes. That was the Spaceman character Calvin and Calvin's head. He had the same type of vehicle that Rick's got, which is a classic flying saucer with a bubble on it. And I did that from a couple of salad bowls with baseball packaging, and I used Sculpey to make the cockpit and then Spaceman himself. Mm-hmm. And that hung at the comic shop for a couple of years over the register.
That's cool. Clementer Ruby says, can you take the aperture portal gun down, please?
Okay.
And Mickey Rat says, yes, Spaceman Spiff.
Yeah.
Little detail does make it look a very clean edge.
And once the other thing gets glued onto it, it'll just be another panel line, right? But at least it's 24 centimeters now.
Yeah.
Because that was important.
Perfect circle.
I think I'm over here as much for like pretending like there's dust control. Like I'm hoping the dust is going.
It is.
Primarily
like, I would
this
be
way
sneezing if it wasn't.
Okay,
I would definitely be sneezing. I am too sensitive to foam dust. It's not fun. Somebody. Stephen Mills is asking, could you do the classic robot from Lost in Space, the original show? The Danger Will Robinson?
Okay, maybe as a scale model, because that is an involved full build.
That is a costume almost.
Oh, it is. And a couple years ago at the Alameda County Pleasanton Powerhouse Comic Con, somebody showed up with one that was phenomenal. It was... they had fiberglass made the main body because it's like a barrel body with and then the buttons, and they had the arms, and it wasn't just dryer duck for the arms. They had done the right type of arms with the claws.
Dryer duck would suck.
Yeah, it would.
After a while, because it would just get
tears
creased.
and crinkles.
Yeah.
The neck thing goes around it was a series of laser cut profile that was then, so it was like 300 of them all around the neck. And that's also how he was able to breathe and whatnot because it was open. But it had the right size, it had the right look. And then the dome that goes on top is super specific because it was a blown glass dome in the original costume. It's not a globe.
That sounds heavy.
They're plastic now, right? But
yeah.
for the show.
It's really bad for the actor. Sorry.
In the show, it's not a perfect sphere. It's like this flattened hamburger shape, kind of. But still in a really nice. So it's a weird, non-normal shape to try and do. To vacuum form two halves and stick it together. Now you have the seam of the equator. That's not hard. But you want it as a single shape. Good luck. Outside of my wheelhouse.
Thought about it.
Yeah. I got to put together the model kit for a 1/4 scale model kit for the president of Play. It was one of the first things that. Yeah, like that. Hey, can you put this together? So, I'd love to put that together.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. And get paid for it? Yes, please.
Right. We're at 1 o'clock, so we can start opening mail when you're done with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to get done with this before I got distracted and never finished.
Richard Stroh. When I think of Eartha Kitt, I think of pulling a lever. Pull the lever.
Wasn't Eartha Kitt
Clever.
in the original Batman as well? Julie Newmar is right, but I'm trying to remember. I thought Eartha was in there too. Anyway, it's all right. I'm like confused myself. And
I'm not a historian on that. I would just go, we have all these costume pieces. Let's make you the cutest version of this character we can.
Yeah, good.
That was typically what I would do.
Which is an excellent plan.
So we just moosh them all together and make an amalgam.
It was a purple, velvety-ish, shiny-ish Catwoman with claws and jewelry, and everyone was happy. That's all you needed.
Yeah. Canterbury rubies. Like, can you take it down, please, or not? Well, we still have to do mail, too. So there's that.
We do. Well, we can pull the portal gun down, then we'll do mail. Because I would rather...
Julie Newmar wanted to be in the movie, but signed up earlier for a foreign film that ended up not being...
Oh, is that how it happened?
That Louis Cossey said that. So.
Oh, okay. May I have that one?
Yes, you may. Wonder what the coating's for. So you could have corrosive materials go through. I don't know.
On the inside?
Yeah.
It may just be part of the manufacturing process that when this is extruded, it's just hot and that's just the natural how it looks. It may not be specifically coated.
Yes. We got Adaptable Gamers Incorporated.
Oh, sweet.
Hold on,
Hey, guys.
It's zombie prevention. How's it going? The pack is looking good. We're getting some pipes on it slowly. Look at this one fits here. It looks like we're meant to do it, you know.
Remember the pipes 2 weeks ago that we didn't have?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
here
got
they
this
are.
now. Working on it. Bernie Davis says Julie Newmar, Lee Merriweather, and Eartha Kitt.
Hi.
Hi. Is that okay? What are you looking for?
Step stool so I can get to the portal gun
Portal
safely.
gun. Yeah, because that's kind of up there. Yeah. Getting that portal gun down. Hey, Groot. That's a question for when Odin gets back. Oh, here you are. Kevin Weltzer wants to know, hey, Odin and Felicia, would you consider building a LARPA or LIRPA? It's the
LARPA?
Vulcan bladed weapon from Star Trek.
Oh, right.
TOS.
Yeah, that thing. It's how to describe? Well, yeah, it's a center staff, right? And on one end, basically, it has a big like half circle, straight flat axe blade. So if you're taking like a battle axe and just stick the blade straight on the end, so it just kind of comes up and does this. It doesn't have any angles on it. And the other side is basically a bleach bottle, but a little bigger.
Thought about it.
So it's a big it's a big blunt end on one side and the sharp end on the other, and so you're able to swing it and do that classic cut across Captain Kirk that happened in multiple episodes. So you only had to have one torn shirt.
Yep, this is the tear. He's gonna get cut.
He's gonna get cut. There it is. And those all probably happened shortly after the summer break, because Shatner would lose weight over the summer and then gain weight during production. So towards the end of the season, he was in a girdle, but in the beginning of the season, he didn't need one.
Good crafty.
Yep.
Stephen Mills says, Felicia, you were great as Catra. Now can you do Tila? Who's Tila? Is that the cat person from Star Trek? No.
No.
Tila. I have to Google
Tila
it.
is also from He-Man and old school Doctor Who.
I'm Googling it now. Oh, okay. That's a fun crown.
Mm-hmm. But Tila was one of the long-term, if I'm remembering correctly, because I think they had the same name, Tom Baker companions from Doctor Who.
Okay. It's interesting that they cross over.
In fact, I think, I'm going to touch your phone because I'm, oh, no, that's not who I thought it was. Okay. Well, that's all just, so maybe Tila from Doctor Who is a slightly different name.
Okay. That is some dust coating. Look at that.
You want to go to like 4 or something? Here, let's move the...
Camera 4.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh, I just lost the ion tower or whatever that was called.
It was... Tila was the daughter of the sorceress in He-Man. That's kind of cool. That is a lot of dust.
This is why I haven't taken it to a con recently.
Like, that is... Like, we could get down to a layer there. Oh my, that's a lot of... Got some bunnies breeding over here.
Oh yeah, look at that! Wow. Yeah, hit camera 3 for that one. There we go. Look at that. That's not dust. That's full on like agriculture.
That's a dust bunny.
Here we want to play at the dust with 3 again. Pew. There's pew pew pew. But anyway, yeah. Do not look down the operational end of the device. But yeah, just a little bit of dust there.
Oh jeez.
She cleaned up the logo. Uh-oh. Much like what Ripley said, you made a clean spot, now you gotta do the whole thing. Anyway.
It's down.
It's down! That's it! Them's the windshield wipers off my truck. Yep, that's them. This was left over from DIY Prop Shop. For the better part of a year, this project got bounced around between all the creators and DIY Prop Shop, and no one wanted to touch it really, right? And I remember talking to the producer, like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, that's fine. And then somehow they forgot it, and then Hendo ended up drawing the short straw. It's like, all right, I guess I can do it, sure. And it's like, oh, I thought I was going to do it. And her immediate response was, oh, no, you can have it, you can take it. It's going to need a brush as well, right?
That thing is going to need a deep cleaning.
This hasn't moved. This is another one that would be fun to revisit. You know, a lot of my early props I have interest in.
There's a spider.
No, that's a spider husk. He's not there anymore.
It's a dead spider.
It's a spider skin. He grew up and got rid of that coat. I don't need this one anymore. I will put
Mickey
this...
Rat says seems to have held up really well though.
Yeah. And that's...
Remember, kids, dust. No.
Dust. All right.
Prehistoric portal gun. I like it.
That is, I built that in 17, so that is only 5 years old. And it's been up there untouched for 2 or 3 years. So that's how dusty this place is.
Very dusty here.
Very dusty here.
So, mail time.
Mail time!
Only took us 10 minutes.
That's fine.
We made it.
I think everyone's okay.
Yes. I feel like I'm covered in dust now.
You probably are.
Like,
You want to go wash your hands really quick?
kind of.
You go right ahead. You go right ahead.
It's like I feel it. It's itchy.
When Felicia comes back, we'll open this up. Which I think is the only package I've got here outside of like 2 more laser cutters that I got here that we're opening today. I don't think anything else showed up. Time travel look, yep. Liana, thanks for bringing down that relic. You're welcome. Yeah, that's 17. So that relic was made using floor mat foam. I think a water bottle. It was early for me doing props, so 100% it's just a rewired flashlight, and that's why it's just the blue one, but that's okay, because when you first play the game, you get one that only fires blue until you know, in-game tutorial, right? So once you've got the idea of this is how Portal works, then they throw the orange versus blue, or a combo, it's not a versus, to where you can actually put both portals in the wall, and now you've got control over where you're going, and the puzzles get harder, and I really like the Portal game. Leela, thank you. So it has all the same vowels. What am I saying? Instead of Tila, the Doctor Who character was Leela. So Yeah, that's the, I can't smell. So I've always gotten those two kind of confused, but hopefully you can appreciate why. Stephen Mills asks, did I ever find the purple Lego Spaceman? Yes, I've gotten 4 or 5 of the purple Lego Spaceman aliens. I haven't painted a set of tanks yet, and I think in and amongst all my Legos up in the attic at home, I've got the Knights, because they made when Lego made the short-lived Knights sets that had characters. One of them had the purple helmet, so that's the only official purple helmet. I think I've got one of those, but I'll probably just go ahead and paint some of my old ones, and so that it's the right style of helmet. Because I've got some really beat up, not very good white helmets that I can paint, and I'm not going to feel too hard about ruining. Because I'm not really big on painting Lego. It doesn't.
Doesn't paint well.
No, not really. I can read the address. Odin, laugh out loud. Can you? Oh, Richard Stroh's address. Well, that's.
Send him something nice.
Yeah, send him something nice. I'm sorry, Richard. I don't care if you see my address, because the address here is P.O. Box. But, sorry, Richard. Sebastian's asking if I ever made a wasp helmet for Ant-Man and the Wasp. I have not, but I've seen plenty of people reuse my pattern to make a wasp helmet, and nailed it.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, Mickey Rat. I always wondered if the Futurama character was named after the Doctor Who character. That was starting to come to my mind too when I said Leela. Apparently, the Doctor Who character is Leela.
Okay.
So.
Probably, I would assume Space Nerd fans would.
Yeah.
Reference
other Space Nerd fans.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Yeah. If I had taken Richard's return address off, it would have been perfectly camera ready, because this just has my address on here twice.
There you go. Sorry, Richard.
Sorry, Richard.
I guess I'm making a wild guess of what could possibly be in here.
It's Animals Corpse from Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem, right?
It's a flamingo.
So Richard, did you do this intentionally, or is this something weird that happened in transit? Because I'm really...
Feeling bad about destroying this feather right here.
Yeah, I've got a lot of concern over the feather being caught up in the tape. That doesn't...
Sit very well.
Yeah.
Or a knife.
You got a knife? All right.
We'll just stab at it, and eventually it'll be gone.
Hey, look, my address is on here 3 times now.
Well, I made it here.
Yeah, you can even hit camera number 4, and everyone can admire my address that's here, and my P.O. Box address that's here, and my P.O. Box address that's here. It's exciting. Does it? I'm not trying to take it from you.
No, I was just seeing what was going on.
I'll do the flap, and I'll let you... What's in the box?
There's a couple feathers.
Nice.
And a letter. Why is it that you always get more interested in the box? The box! I'll let you read that.
Ooh, handwritten. Dear Odin and Felicia, thank you for making Captain Hook's hat. I hope that these feathers help with the hat itself. I know it's only 2 of them. And also hope that you guys make more Disney and magic items. I hope that you enjoy the feathers, and I wish you both the best. Best wishes, Richard Stroh.
Nice.
That's Captain Hook.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's work our way through all the Disney villains. That'll be fun.
Ursula. You know which one scares me the most?
Cruella?
No.
No.
Lady Tremaine.
Lady Tremaine. Is she the one from
Cinderella.
Rescuers? Oh, from Cinderella. Okay.
Yeah, that lady's just cruel. She scares me. So weird.
Wow, I'm not remembering Lady Tremaine specifically.
I dressed up as her for Halloween.
Okay.
And I had that one dress with the puff sleeves, the Victorian with
Right.
the,
Was
with
that
the big...
the evil stepmother?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did my... I took
I
a...
don't know the name the same. Okay.
I took a wreath.
Right.
One of those, like wood wreaths. And it was a wire one, so I smooshed it to make it into kind of a heart-shaped.
Okay.
And because it's made out of a bunch of sticks, it stuck in my hair really well, and it was brown.
Okay.
And then I used that to make the heart-shaped
With your hair?
hairdo, yeah.
Okay.
So, I did.
Yeah, I remember. But I
Didn't realize who it was.
I recognized when you were wearing it, but I didn't know the name. It's been a long time since I've seen Cinderella.
Yeah, the evil stepmother is what she's often called.
Yeah.
Lady Tremaine is her name.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I think it'd be fun to get through some of those supervillains.
So
Looks like a shell of dust got to the...
A shell of dust?
Looks like shell 4 got to dust the portal gun.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like, am I misreading this or am I...
Nope, you're reading it right. The hero's name from Portal is Shell, but it's usually spelled with a C. But it's exactly the way it's said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so she's the hero for the game. She's the character you play as the player. Then working your way through all the mousetrap stuff that GLaDOS, the villain, does. I'm listening to a book right now on Audible. This is not an Audible thing. I have an Audible account. I listen to books a lot. It is a variation on the zombie story. It's not Last of Us. It's a different type of fungal infection. I think it's called Severance is what the book is called. But the idea is, you get this fungal infection and you get stuck in some sort of mundane routine thing that you always kind of did until you basically wither away and die. Right? So it's a post-apocalyptic zombie-ish story, but they're not flesh-eating zombies, and the characters are immune, or they think they are. I'm only a quarter of the way through the book. Why did I bring it up? Because the woman who's reading the book, it sounds like GLaDOS from Portal is reading the book to me. It's amazing, and I'm constantly laughing at it. It's like, this is great. It's like a friendly version of GLaDOS giving me a bedtime story.
There you go. Wonder if it's the same voice actor. That'd be interesting.
No, I don't think it is. But whoever it is, she can do it.
Wow.
Like very minimal modulation and just acting a little bit and just all the Portal stuff you need.
Nice.
Yeah. So we've got pipes, we've got feathers, we've got dusty portal guns, we've got USB webcam stuff for 3D printing, we got laser cutting, we've got, what else did we talk about, bring out? We've got a cool rotary tool that you were picking up, coveting again. So I'm actually really tempted. I was saying this before the stream started. Last week we talked about the upcoming Ryobi video and remembered that the tool that didn't show up that I was expecting was a handheld belt sander. So it's a 1/2 inch wide by 18 inch belt sander that uses the Ryobi 1 battery. But this is one that you're most excited about. I'm actually tempted to go ahead and just order one of these from Home Depot so you can just take this home. But if I do that, you have to pretend like you're excited about it all over again when we shoot video.
I'm still excited about it, and we do have a larger version of this at my work that we've been using and playing with. So yeah, there's this project that I put on hold, and it's been a couple years now.
Right.
And now, like, technology is like, oh, wait, that's going to be easy.
Right.
Cutting it out with this versus... Anyways, yes. I like that tool. I'm excited about that tool. It's very versatile. I know it's advertised for cutting, like, carpet and cardboard and things like that. But I like this.
3's like way too close, but still.
3? Okay.
Sure, why not? We're talking about it.
Yeah, so...
It's going to be the FVC51K Ryobi power cutter kit with glare. But
yeah, no, like, oh my gosh, it's a game changer. So
yeah, this is one that the battery is an independent battery that's specific for this device. There's 4 new 4.5 volt rechargeable tools that Ryobi's making. So this is the battery as opposed to this battery. And it charges like your cell phone. It charges with a USB-C charger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I really like about it is I love scissors. They're my favorite craft supply, that and tape. You know.
Yeah.
Since I was little, give me a pair of scissors and tape and I can destroy anything. But you don't realize how much wear and tear it has on your hands until it starts hurting. And anyway,
Oh, yeah.
So cutting every day with scissors. I'm really good. I could get into the corners. I trust myself with a pair of scissors. So using a tool to do this seems a little unintuitive, like I'm going to screw it up. Or, anyways, I love using this thing. My hands don't hurt. I'm like, I want to get one for my mom.
I totally understand. The thing for me with the scissors, I've got a pair of chrome metal scissors that I really like for fabric cutting, and I'll start cutting it like this with my finger here, which this is an easy motion. But as I go, the scissors work their way up, and now I'm up by the knuckle, and now it's a lot of movement in my hand
here and here.
to get to do it. And that tires me out, and I don't like it. I think I mentioned this before, at one point in time I made a little duct tape cup, so my thumb could only go in so far.
Interesting. Yeah. I have spring-loaded scissors that work.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
you think those are great, but you have to put more effort to close the blade.
Oh, okay.
So it popping open for you, it's just a different wearing out your hand.
So we're talking about scissors, we're talking about cutting, we're talking about this tool. Why? What exactly is this that makes it more fun than scissors?
It's a rotary cutter. It cuts. It cuts through layers of fabrics. It cuts through cardboard. Like cutting cardboard with scissors hurts your hand.
Yes, it does.
It's a pain in the butt. You use a blade.
Yeah.
You use your thing. I like this because you can be really precise. You think you have this whole surface area of cutting, like with...
Right. This is a 1.5 inch, not circle blade. It's segmented. It's 12-sided or something.
But it only cuts at this one specific point.
Just where it's meeting with the fabric.
Right where they're meeting.
Yeah, okay.
So you can get really into tight corners that you really don't think you can.
Okay.
But you can't, I'm afraid to try it and cut out things because I'm like, I could use my scissors to get in this armhole, but that cut the armhole really well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a tool I've been playing with. Not this one specifically yet, but I have one of these at work that I love.
That is totally going home with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not having scissor bruises.
Yeah, very cool.
So, I'm excited about it. I like that this one's half the size because,
Oh, is that one smaller than the one you have at work?
Uh-huh, it's half the size. I took a picture of the one I have at work.
Half? Wow.
Yeah, because it's about this big.
Oh, wow.
Because it has, the battery on it is...
Oh, it's a big old honking battery?
Yeah, it's a bigger battery. It's not that big, but it's a bigger battery. It's a bigger blade.
Okay.
It's just
everything scales up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little bit bigger, but the most important thing is that it's wireless.
Right.
Because that cord, I will not use the corded one.
Right.
I will not, I have not, and I've already broken, personally, one blade. It will cut through pins, but then you'll have a nick on the blade.
Oh, that'll just chew things up in a horrible way.
Well, actually, surprisingly not.
Oh, really?
There's a built-in sharpener on the blade, so it's really nice, but pins will leave a permanent ding, and then you actually have to change it, where if you go from cardboard to, lace, you just sharpen it, and it's sharp again, but...
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, but it will cut through pins, but it will ruin your blade when you cut through pins.
Okay.
I don't know, I was going off on a tangent.
Let's just talk about the tool, because I know it was a tool. You came in and looked at it again, because, I know you're looking forward to doing the video, because you get to take it home. And
yeah. There's a project I'm working on, and I was just going, I think I could use it. Right?
Right.
All the projects. But yeah. Okay. I like that one. I cut a couple measuring tapes in half.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Convenient. What keeps coming to mind is the once or twice that I tried to use a hedge trimmer for different things. So got it all plugged in, doing the thing, and then you turn it over to get this other angle, and I cut the cord. Right? And so fine, and it was cut right at the end. I just wire nut it back together, and you think I'd learned my lesson.
Cut the cord?
Yeah.
Right.
I've used gas power and electric power since, battery power since. I haven't used the plug-in one again.
I've been putting my hair up when I use the rotary cutter. I don't want a surprise haircut.
That's a really smart idea.
Yes. Looks like people have been talking in the chat as I've been ignoring them.
Oh, great. What do people have to say in the chat? Please.
I don't
know. Let us talk to our fine friends who actually tune in to watch us.
If I can find the mouse.
It's not like the desk isn't a total disaster.
That packing with takes hours to open, LOL. I don't know. Totally random comments.
We opened up 2 different packaging things, so who knows which one that's about.
Using a can opener to cut the clamshell packaging helps a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the tools to open to get to your tools.
They actually, for a brief time, sold specialized scissors for opening up those packages.
Really?
Yep.
I usually just tack it with a pair of giant scissors.
Yeah, exactly. The segmented or whatever.
I use the big titanium ones.
Yeah, the titanium to be good, but the one that's serrated.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That would work really well in that packaging too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a pair of those Cutco serrated ones that can cut pennies. Those
Yep.
are my favorite.
Yep.
My favorites. No need for X-Acto knife or scissors. Well, like sometimes I get a little chicken out and I'll just use my scissors because I think but then I really can't. Anyways, I've been enjoying playing with that tool.
I get real finicky on because how often the seams I'm cutting are visible. They're not getting buried into something else. Often they're visible. So the reason I don't do scissors is you do this, and now you're going to do this again, and that's never going to be the same spot. I always end up with this little...
I get really nice kind of clean edges, and what's really interesting, because it only cuts at that one point, it's like you're almost cutting sideways sometimes. Does that make...
Okay.
Like you have, like, it's not just pushing it forward.
Right, you're not stuck with the scissors, this is the way it's going to go.
Yeah, you can actually take it and then, like, go... You have a little...
wow, okay.
Because it's right at that point, you can...
Okay.
Yeah, and then also what I really like is that because it's meant for cutting carpet, it's really good for cutting fur because you're cutting the backing. And there's I don't know where you put it.
Oh, I just watch off of it. Sorry.
Yeah, but it has you don't need a special cutting mat to work with this because it has this. You're not actually cutting. It's not smashing the table. It's not going to cut the table, which I was worried about. It's like, oh no, you're going to use that on the table. Don't ruin the table. No, this metal piece is the only thing that touches the table, not the blade itself. Okay. So you can...
So it's lifting material up into the machine, sort of.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're really only cutting at that one point. And because of that, you can cut just the backing.
Right.
So you're not cutting the nap or the hairs or the fur, making a bigger mess than you need to. If you cut on the back, you can literally just cut the back part of it.
Yeah, I remember... With the fur, you lay it fur down, you got the backing, you just start cutting.
You use a blade because you don't want to cut the fur, you only want to cut the backing.
Right.
So this helps with just isolating the backing.
Okay.
I know. But there's things that I love about rotary cutters and things that I hate about rotary cutters. Sure. This doesn't have any of the things that I really hate about rotary cutters because you don't need the special mat. Right. You don't have a cord. It comes with a sharpener. Does this one come with a sharpener? Oh. This one might not. But they're easy enough to sharpen because it's a rotating and yeah. But anyways, love that.
Self-sharpening blade powers through a variety of materials.
Self-sharpening, there you go.
Integrated guideline allows for unmatched precision. Powered by the Ryobi USB lithium battery system for portability, and minimal downtime. Yeah,
I do appreciate that you can go on either side of your line, like cutting wise.
Okay.
You're not stuck to one side or the other. You can choose. You can get really in there. So, like I said, you can honestly kind of cut sideways a bit too.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Told you, I was geeking out about that for a reason.
Oh, for sure.
At first, it's like, really? They're sending that of all? Oh, nope.
Right.
They're sending that,
well,
yes.
That was kind of me too when I saw it, because they were saying, hey, do you want to use any of those tools? And I look at it and go, well, that's neat. And I look at another one. Because there's like 4 different tools that use this new battery, and it's a rotary tool and a soldering iron tool. It's like some of the tools I've already got.
Yeah, I love that.
And then I think it's a multi-tool.
Yeah, I've been enjoying not cutting things with scissors. I've been enjoying using power tools. Yeah. Because it's lightweight and it just right through the cardboard, and it's not like a struggle, and it does clean lines. Simple things. Okay, we should start crossing off things that we've done. We should. You know what's funny? I think we spent more time talking about Ryobi than building. We got our pipes done. That was the hard part, is just getting the pieces we needed.
Yeah. Anyway.
Cut 3 pieces of 2-inch ABS pipe. Done. 1 of 6 centimeter long, 1 9 centimeter long, and 1 24 centimeter long. With a 45-degree angle cut on one end. Check. And we use the abrasive pad to prep the pipes for painting. Check. So this is where we're still skipping this because we're not gluing the pack down yet for accessibility reasons.
For accessibility. 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 Excess access.
So I think we already did this part where we wrapped piece 31 around the bottom of the pipe to get a nice smooth foam wrap. Don't use too much glue, and try and spread it out as thinly as possible that it doesn't create bumps on the surface. I don't see bumps, so I think we can cross that one off.
I'm going to cross that one off, yes.
When it's glued halfway around, blah, 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 we already did that. Glue strip 32 around the top, covering the edge and the foam cap nicely. The pattern strap for 32 markings, and you used a sharp, pointy object to mark the center of all the drill holes. You drilled all the holes, and glue the finished filter in the circular cutout of the cyclotron pan, making sure you glue the sides of the pan to the filter, that they are being glued nicely and square to the bottom. So
I think that's where we're at.
I think that's where we're at. It's like, we gotta cross off all the things we've done, because I'm getting lost here. Okay, and then glue the cyclotron pan down to the speech bubble. We already did that.
We did that.
And, yeah.
We weren't supposed to do that yet?
Not before this piece, apparently.
Oh, shit. Failed. All right. We'll have to do it again.
Oh, I like that Bernie Davis is using the real names. The booster tube, check. Not 9 minutes. The end filter tube, check. The HGA tube, check. I'm impressed with your level of knowledge. I'm not gonna lie.
That's great.
I was gonna say, these need to come out with like a user manual, like you do with your car, on how to do your oil change.
Have you seen the T-shirts? Some of the guys have. It's like the old Hayes automotive manual on how to break down and fix your car. Only it's about the Proton Pack. Yeah, it's just a T-shirt, but it's still an amazing idea.
Right, and I feel like that could be wall art. So.
I remember seeing one also at cons for the Blue Blazer mobile, the one from Buckaroo Banzai that went through the mountain. Same thing. It's like the automotive repair manual for that vehicle.
Yeah. Well, technically, we have the manual here.
Yes, we do, actually. This is one of the best Proton Pack. This is the single best Proton Pack manual I have ever had the pleasure of working with. Yes, written by Lost Wax Oz. Thank you. Sorry.
Yes. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Robert Kraut says, instructions. Who needs them anyways?
Instructions. Huh. What are they good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Bernice Davis says, there's a book for sale with that envelope on it. It's on Amazon, so. There's that.
There's that. So we joked about doing nerdy books or nerdy book podcast. Did you see in the comments, they started like really getting a hold of that idea and liking that idea and giving us all sorts of ideas.
There is enough content for that.
Oh, there's enough content.
Not going to run out of, it could be its own subcategory. Like, I feel like there's plenty of nerdy books that we get passionate about.
All of a sudden, you kind of let me know that, yeah, if we were to do this, don't get your hopes up. It's a time thing. The videos would have to be, numbered using the Dewey Decimal System. All right, this one's a magic book. This one's a technical book. This one's how does? Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System? According to the librarian.
The glue, and we're putting the seam towards the inside, right?
Yes. So my pencil mark.
Yep.
So the seam is as close to pointing towards.
Camera 4.
So I got a pencil mark for where I'm putting the glue on. Here's the seam. The idea is that the seam is going to end up going towards, you can camera 3 it now if you want. I'm finding it, there it is. So here's the seam, which is probably slightly out of focus, going towards this particular, Cheerio. So.
The most inconspicuous place we can stick it as possible. Sometimes I might even line it up along with the line here, so that it then...
When you do that, you want to line it up with...
We don't have to. I was just saying that that's another way to hide the line a little bit more.
Line up with this line, so the line's on that line? Sure,
it
that's actually probably a better choice, because if you're looking, once the back pack is vertical, the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to have it facing up, so... You would be staring at it more? Probably. I think you have a very good plan. But you got to be careful of your pencil marks now. Yep, I will...
Right?
Not this one. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. 18 plus piece 30. What is piece 18? Pipe ends. Okay. Piece 30. 29. 22.
The one pipe we haven't completely worked with yet is the shortest pipe. So if you've got instructions on the
Yeah.
short one.
Filter cap and HGA cap.
Yeah.
So I was seeing what's piece 18 and what's piece 30.
Okay.
So they're both little circles. 18 and 30.
Remember, kids, wear your mask.
It's dust, actually.
Oh, okay.
There's like something, like a dry particle in the back of my throat. Glue that little stack on top of the 6mm ABS pipe. Glue the 6mm pipe on top of the Kreg generator, just above the little box. I located mine in about the middle of the Kreg generator, but when it was all wired up, I figured I probably should just go a little higher.
Don't quite have it up here.
18, 30, 33, 34. Pipe piece 18, piece 30, piece 33. Um, 33, there you go, light washers. 34, house connection base lower. 35, 34. So I'm just trying to get an idea of what our pieces are going to be in 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
35. Is that where that goes? No. I was just wondering
Well, I
if this
think
was like a guide for where this would be going.
Oh, gotcha. No, I think he just nested the parts for maximum printing.
Printing ability, yeah. That's why I was double checking.
I was doing that with the web shooter thing too. How can I get all the 2mm pieces out of one set in the machine? And I think I can. Actually, I know I can. I've already done it. But I haven't hit print yet, but I know I can get it all within the target, potential target area of the printing machine, of the cutting machine.
Pattern piece 45. 42, 41. Where's 44. These are mostly in order. Numerical order.
Same thing. Super
45.
impressed with his
That was it.
cyclotron pan rim. Okay.
Yeah.
Super impressed with his organization on this whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Retro Bubblehead says, I'm now working on a steampunk inspired Ghostbusters cosplay. That is
cool.
awesome. I could totally see this being steam powered.
Yeah, totally. The whole idea of a Victorian Ghostbuster with yeah. No,
Who
that's
are
a
you gonna
great
call?
idea. Nixie tubes and lots
Who are you going to telegraph?
Yes.
Who are you going to leave your calling card with? I'll be a ghost by the time you get back. I just feel like
Ouija boards and seances are very Victorian. That's great. Sorry, what are you saying?
No, I'm just... All the Victorian people in my head are obsessed with ghosts, and ghosts now. Okay.
Man, one of the really awesome like steampunk Victorian things I remember getting to see in person, getting to explore. There was an art vehicle that was at the early, the first few times I went to Burning Man. It was called the Neverwhere Express, and they had taken a dually truck and added like more to it. So basically, it was this 3-story tall wonky steampunk vehicle that had like tank treads out the front practically. So it had the truck back that actually powered it, but the steering wheel, the pilot sat at the second level, like the top of a double-decker bus. And it had these wheels that came down the front that turned that were totally open.
Seems safer to me.
And then there was on top of that was a third level, which was like your SETI, your den. It had the Atlas Obscura, the light reflection things you use for watching wildlife where they can't see you.
Okay.
They actually have one at the Cliff House in San Francisco, and it had a telescope on it. It had a book library inside of it. It had like a smoking chair and a lab and all this. It was insanely detailed. But I'm pretty sure I think it was Neverwhere Express, and it was the name of the vehicle. You should be able to find pictures of it on the internet. I got to see it move. I wasn't in it when it moved, but I got to walk through and do their little self-guided tour through it. And it was amazing the amount of work these people put into this thing.
Right?
Yeah.
That's some dedication. Bernie Davis says that old ceiling fan parts are good for steampunk Proton Pack parts.
Yes, they would be. I can see that.
Yeah, I could see that. I used to tell people to take apart old clocks and things all the time to steal the gears.
Yep.
You need gears to make it really steampunky.
Yes, you do. Gears and cogs and...
Yeah. A reason it's moving. Give it,
Yeah. Clockwork is steampunk technology. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Those awesome, levers with the handbrake. Yeah, those things.
Richard Stroh says, I'm glad you guys like the feathers. I actually use them on my custom witch's hat. People say only girls can be witches, but guys can too.
Nope.
And I'm doing a witch for Halloween. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. Which witch is best witch?
Which witch is which?
Which witch
Samantha
is
Stevens. Best witch.
That's a couple old ladies came in the costume shop and they were going to a witch party and they were going to be witches because it's like a witch and bitch party that they do. They get drunk with their girlfriends. It sounded like a fun party.
It does.
Right? And so I think
witching, bitching, drunk. Sign me up.
I think she ended up leaving as the mother from Bewitched.
Oh,
Endora,
yes.
is that her name?
Endora.
Endora,
Which actually is another cosplay Ellis would like to do.
Yeah.
Ellis would totally love to do Endora.
I think she could totally pull that off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, easily. Nice 70s, big, flowy.
Right.
Catan. Is that the technical? Anyways.
I don't know. You make me think of Settlers of immediately by saying that. But
No, I was just trying to think of the
I'm sure that's...
garment name. Anyways, I don't want to, perjure myself on the interwebs, so.
I'm all about fashion. What the hell is that thing called? It's a shirt.
Yeah, we're going to have to put end pipes and stuff on soon. That's what the next pieces are coming.
Okay.
Yeah. Have the right size circles and the right size bits and pieces.
Okay.
We're just watching Glue Dry live.
I'm speeding up with my Ryobi heat gun. Yeah, it's working well.
Yeah. Ooh, Steve D says, with Hocus Pocus 2 coming out soon, will you be making any props? That's going to be a nerdy book.
Hocus Pocus is coming out. Yeah. I wonder if Doug Jones will come back as the zombie again. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Hello? No, not here. They're next door.
Okay, yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Because there's the book, and then there's also the candle.
Right. There's the bad robot cat. Actually, it's not bad. But it's...
I like the cat.
The cat's great, but it's like, oh, that's the animatronic cat. Yeah.
Well, I like Salem.
Yeah, no, he's cool.
So
I'm not being very
very
nice to
forgiving
it.
of robot cats.
I am too, actually.
Yeah, that one would be fun.
It would.
Yeah, Jody, she did the Sanderson sisters as a cosplay where she was all three at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she's the middle head, and then she had the other two heads.
Okay.
Her cosplay's pretty intricate and very well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you smooshed it.
There we go. Still sitting flat. I didn't smoosh it too bad.
Smoosh and smoosh and smoosh.
Well, you know, if you were to put pieces of paper around this, you can get into right where you need it. You can remove the paper and it'll stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
But this is the second one, and you already smooshed it.
Yeah, but it was actually harder to do this one than the other one. I probably worried more about it, but...
DJ Stumpy says, "Oh, Smeg, I forgot to tune in until now. How much have I missed? Oh, not much. You know we move slow through."
We went through the entire catalog of Red Dwarf stuff that we might or might not build, and you missed the whole discussion on all the things we could do. But you made it, so that's okay. Smeg is the Red Dwarf reference.
Oh, okay. So I think we already did all of this.
Use pattern piece 42 to trace 4 discs from the translucent red plastic.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I think we already did all of this. We jumped around. The glue piece 18 to the top of piece 30. What was?
No.
No, 18 and
I think we did that, and then that's what this was, but I had to undo it because I messed it
pipe
up.
ends is piece 18. And piece 30, that's 29. Sorry, I found these a second ago, and now I lost them.
30 should be a 6mm
30.
filter cap and HDA cap.
Yeah, that's what our mistake we made last time.
Right. So
So I'm not going to cross that off yet.
I'll do that again.
And then it glues, and it says glue that little stack on top of the 6cm ABS pipe.
And I glued it on top of the 9mm one.
So it's supposed to go in that one.
Yeah, 6 centimeter, not millimeter.
6 centimeter, yeah, sorry.
It's all right.
And then glue,
Inches. Yeah, there. 6 centimeter.
And then glue the 6 centimeter pipe onto the side of the crank generator, just above the little box.
Oh, so it goes up here.
There you go.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
I located mine in about the middle of the crank generator, but when I was writing it all up, I figured I probably should just go a little higher.
Okay. That's not the right size. Oh wait. This is the bin of round things. So I took a plastic bin and the round things that are left over from other projects that I don't necessarily need, I put in here because they're round things.
But here's the pieces we cut out for this project specifically.
That sounds like the right bag to look in. It even says 30. E30X. All right. And then we want 18. That's
yeah.
45. And we want the 6mm 18. Here's a 6mm 18. There's a 2mm 18 and a 2mm 18.
Yeah, there's 4 from 2mm and 1 from 6mm.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure I was rewatching the video 2 weeks ago and determined that it was the 6mm that was going on this.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
That's okay. We can always just make this mistake again and then we can rip it off.
Yeah, sounds like a great plan.
Yeah. How do you back up from your mistakes? You double down and you do a more glue. No, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. You double down and you insist and you get louder.
Bordinsky FC says, praise the bin of round things.
Praise, yes. If you guys are a crafter, you don't have a bin of round things. Well, you may not cut a lot of round things, so it's probably not important. But if you are a foamsmith and you end up cutting round things, save your round things. The build I was doing with Princess Squib, yeah, I accessed the bin of round things a number of times to put details on there for what I was working on. Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, HGA is shortened for Hydrogen Generating Accelerator. Thank you, Bernie Davis.
Oh, I think Chris actually calls that.
Hydrogen Generating Accelerator?
HGA.
Yeah.
Doesn't it say HGA cap on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the,
Yeah, there's a lot of little acronyms all built in within the same little section.
Yeah.
Because you got the ABS pipe. Wrong letters I'm looking for.
Yeah, but ABS at least is,
Yeah.
there we are. I can use that. It isn't necessarily number 18, but it is.
The size of the 18.
It is the size of 18. Because I think the only other one we cut is it got destroyed.
Oh, okay.
I'm not finding it fast enough for my own sake. So.
Close enough.
Yep.
Mickey Rat says, I have way too many bins of round things. Not just foam, round things either.
Yep. Yeah.
Sticks.
Round things, little things.
Pokey things.
When you're trying to.
Interesting looking.
Yeah.
Reeble looking things.
Reeble looking things. Yes. Reeble bins, nerdy bins, round thing bins.
Drain covers.
Yep.
Pearls. Rhinestones. Yeah.
Yep.
Bits and pieces and things.
Bits and pieces and.
Stephen Mills says, I have a bin of old spruce. LOL.
A bin of old spruce?
Spruces.
Spruces. Oh, spruce.
I'm assuming
Gotcha.
like wood.
That would be spruce. Sprues are the little plastic runners that all of your plastic bottle parts come on. That is a sprue. Yep. It is actually what they're called because it's part of the injection molding process to let the fluid get around. Yeah.
Interesting.
I have seen large scale Gundam kit bashes that only use the sprues from the Gundam kits, and they use the right colors in order to make the color parts of the Gundam. Yeah, it was actually really cool.
Nice.
A big club saved all the sprues for a while to do that.
Way to be creative.
Yep. And to clarify, I saw pictures. I didn't see it in person.
Oh, okay. Iron Warrior Cosplay says, I actually have a box of round cuts. All the centers of old projects I've done.
Yep. Useful. And because I keep working with small sizes, I've got a box full of little cuts of PVC pipe. And a lot of the PVC pipe adapters that I buy, or the ones that have a cool piece left over for the ones that I cut off, I throw in that box too.
Mix and Nax.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we have 5 minutes before we have
do.
to get going.
We will do these parts.
Do you have a secret for centering, or just eyeball it the best you can?
Eyeball the best you can.
All
You
right.
do put a pencil target down if you want first.
Yeah. Because I was going to eyeball it, but I didn't want to be shamed.
Yeah, because I've made comments about, what are you doing before? But no, eyeball.
No. You know, we're just doing this live.
It's fine.
In front of everybody.
It's
What
fine.
are you doing and why? I'm making a mess because it's fun.
Totally. Ruining everything.
There's a million ways to screw up any project.
We're going to show you 999,999 of them. If you want to see how to do it right, go watch Putter's Props.
Right? Heat gun?
Heat gun. I can heat gun.
Ah! I'm gluing it.
Putter side down.
Always.
Another great channel.
Aw. Clementina. I am just screwing up your name. I am so sorry. Clementina Ruby.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I do not want you to end the stream. And Bernie says it's okay if it's a little off. Each movie pack is slightly different from each other. Yeah, we call it character here.
Yep.
We're making some pieces with a lot of character built in.
Character. Bernie, it was great when we first started talking about doing packs because immediately we got people asking, "Oh yeah, which pack you making? This one, this one, this one, this one." Like, what? And then I foolishly said, "Aren't they all the same?" And then they go on like that. Hey, huge thank you to all the Ghostbusters fans that are watching this stream, giving us heads up, letting us know what things are called.
Yeah, being nice about it too.
Being nice about it. Being excited about sharing resources like the color ribbon cable I still need to order. Yeah.
Yeah. DJ Stumpy wants to know, where did you get your glue pot from? Is it the branded one, as I'm having difficulty finding one here in the UK, and getting glue pot envy, LOL. Oh, I spilled glue all over.
Oh! Yeah, I just poured new glue, so it's extra runny. This is the Atco glue pot that I got it off Amazon. It's the zinc base with Teflon top. Literally, this is the glue pot that Evil Ted Smith has had anyway, as an Amazon affiliate link. And that's where I bought mine from. I don't know how easy this is to find in the UK because I didn't look for one there. So, yeah. But it's ATCO. It's ATCO, or Alpha Tango Charlie October, or Oscar. That's what that's the name of it. It's just a glue pot. It's leather working tools.
Yeah, Atco reminds me of like Ace, the generic.
Acme. Yeah.
Acme, yeah.
And the cork is an add-on, so don't think you're going to find one with a cork. I took a cork from a wine bottle because the 1/4 inch was a little not comfortable for me long term. So having something slightly larger to grip was nicer for me.
Custom features right here.
There you go.
Iron Warrior Cosplay says, "Yay! Who you gonna call? I heard the Cartmanshire Ghostbusters here in Wales."
Oh!
Hope I didn't butcher that too much. And Bernie Davis says, "Ghost heads are some of the best people."
Yeah.
Iron Warrior Cosplay says, "It's hard to find in the UK. I've tried, and the ones I can find are crazy expensive."
This was $40.
Was it?
Yeah, which felt like a little much to spend on a glue pot.
But considering you've used it every day for more than 10, 15 years.
I'm super happy with it. Yeah,
it was worth it.
I'd buy another one if I needed to.
Yeah. I think about that. Like, how long am I planning on is it a one-time use thing, or is it something I'm going to be fighting with daily, and is it worth it for the convenience?
Yes. So with the glue open, just as a paint can, with it open up, and the amount of fumes that belched out versus the amount of fumes this thing belches out, yeah, it's worth it. And when you carry them around like this at a brand new center with brand new carpet, and then the bottom falls off and you get a cord of glue everywhere, it's fun for that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna cross off. We just did 18 to piece 30. We're done with that one.
Yes.
And the little stacks on top of the pipe.
Yes.
Done that. And then now it's gluing the pipe to the thing, but we can do that next week once we confirm it's in the right spot, because I don't want to last minute put it in the wrong spot.
Yeah, well, he was joking, saying, but I'm fine with that. We can figure that out next week.
Yeah, because we're a minute over.
We have a couple ghost heads in the section now, so let's quickly get their opinion. Camera 3, if you please. It is to my understanding that it's going to go in this portion of the box. So what Chris was asking is it like bottom justified, center justified, top justified? I assume it's going to be center this way. So overall, it seems like center is good, but maybe top center is good. I don't know.
He said, "I located mine in about the middle of the crate generator, but when I was wiring it all up, I figured I probably should just go a little higher." So is this going to affect all the wiring? And should we?
It shouldn't.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying he was like...
He mentions wiring, but maybe it's just he was looking at the wiring more.
Okay.
But also, it could be there's decorative wires that come off the end of this.
Yeah.
That's probably part of it. But, yeah. So, hopefully we'll get a comment from one of the ghost heads over what is going to be their accepted placement. But we probably could get them saying things like, just do what you want to do, because, all the packs are different.
Iron Warrior Cosplay says top center where you had it there. That's where
Top
I
center,
have it in my pack. But I'm just saying, let's do that next week.
We'll do that next
Fresh
week.
brains, because sometimes where my brains at the end of the day, I know better than to make that final, let me just do it, because then I'll regret it when I take it back to my project.
Peanut butter pizza.
Okay.
No, not going to happen. Costco pizza. That might happen.
That's good. Mickey Rat says, I tried to build the budget mason jar and chip brush version that Evil Ted shows you how to build.
Yep.
It's okay,
Yep.
but eventually gets air leaks and dried out your glue.
Yep.
So
those chip brushes or specifically the acid brushes. I had one over here. So these are an acid brush. Acid brush is it's a metal handled brush with like a synthetic horsehair. I think the synthetic might be real horsehair.
I'm putting them through. Pretty good.
Hi, we're still on 4. We're still on 1.
I went to the 3.
Here you go, 3. There you go.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And then I went back.
So the acid brushes, there's just this rolled metal body. They also get used for all sorts of things. Doesn't matter. I started using these a lot with contact cement early on because these are like nickel brushes, and they still are. They cost like 5 or 8 cents a piece. But you use them once, and the bristles become hard like popsicle sticks, right, when they dry out. If you just take your brush and put it back into the glue and give it half an hour, the glue is going to remelt the bristles, and it'll be back to just fine again. You might have to work with it a little bit, but the first few times it'll be stiff, but before long, it's a brush again because contact cement is self-solvent.
Yeah. The more you know.
The more you know. And there you go. That ends our stream. Self-solvent is the way to go.
Bryce
Yeah.
New says that HGA goes flush to the back of the pack closest to the motherboard. So there's that.
So this is the HGA.
The HGA goes flush to the back of the pack closest to the motherboard.
Which is the motherboard? Motherboard's the main CPU inside of a computer, but where's the motherboard on a foam one? Is that down? Where's?
We'll find out. Like I said, we'll make this decision next
Yeah,
week.
that's a terminology I haven't run across with this yet. I mean, it makes sense.
Bryce New says, I have tons of reference photos of the
Venkman?
Venkman pack. Sorry, I cannot read and speak at the same time, people. If you want them, Odin.
Ah.
So, reference images.
Reference images would be beautiful, especially when it comes time to doing detail work. I've got some awesome reference images of the blank.
Motherboard is the backplate.
What's that?
Motherboard's the backplate.
Is a backplate. Okay.
Just.
Oh, so now we've been told that it's both, one person put it center, high, and then now we're getting told it's down here.
Like I said, let's not make this decision today.
I would love to
next
see your reference pictures of the Venkman pack. Please. That would be awesome. I know somebody else, maybe they're watching today, has sent me a wiring diagram. That is super appreciated. I know there's another YouTuber that sent me his pattern for making a ghost trap. That'll happen at some point in the future. Probably be a laser cut thing because I'm all about the lasers right now, so just get used to it.
Burn all the things.
Gonna burn all the things. I had a lot of fun today. Yeah.
We actually got through some parts of the project, even though they're not attached, like stuck on yet.
No, but
Wait, yes, we got one. We got that one
We
stuck.
have one piece actually stuck on. We have a couple of pieces made
That
and
are
we
ready to
have-
go.
That are ready to go.
Did we lose them already?
Apparently, I probably put it in a box. I just don't see it. People are laughing. That's the best part. And we got our stovepipes made. That was also modified because I cut them too short. So yeah, we're getting somewhere. We say that every week, but you know what? We are getting somewhere every week. Come on back next week. I'm sure we'll work on the packs a little bit next week, but we are going to be playing with a laser cutter next week, working on Spider-Man web shooters. So we will be taking a slight break from working on the Proton packs, but they'll be around. Hey, all you ghost heads, is there a part on this that would be ideal to cut out with a laser cutter? Something that's small and detailed or needs to be engraved? Is there there's the warning label pieces. Is there a piece that we should cut and engrave, with a laser? Anyway, that would be something we could do. What's that?
I couldn't think of one.
No, well, I know there's warning
But
plates
those are
and stuff.
stickers. They're
Mostly
not-
they're stickers, but do they have to be?
But yeah.
Because the 80s, sometimes it was those plastic signs, like the emergency sign we got back here that's actually
where
etched.
they burn through the top
Yeah,
of it.
it's two layers of plastic, and you burn
Well, on
through.
their budget of the movie, I'm assuming. No.
Right.
I mean, sticker.
They use them for all the door signs in Star Trek. I mean, no, because that was the future, man.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Eventually. We'll be back next week. Be 11:15 Pacific time. That'll be the private Patreon only portion of the stream, which any of you can see by just jumping over to patreon.com/Odin Makes and joining at any level. I do post. It's last minute because I can't schedule the streams and keep them unlisted. It's a thing. But I do post it to Patreon. I do post it to my Discord to make sure that everybody can jump in and see. We routinely have a good audience for the first 45 minutes of people saying hi, watching from all over the world. And the big benefit is not only do I actually recognize all of those names, but the chat room's much quieter and it's easier to actually read what everybody says. But noontime next Monday, we're going to go to become live for everybody. That's when the laser's going to get fired up, is at noon.
And we're going to be doing Spider-Man. We're just going to be side quest.
Side questing Spider-Man web shooters because that's Ghostbusters.
Revisiting an old project. We're having fun. We'll be back.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It totally will. But yeah, that's next week. This week, same thing with my patrons. I'll be playing Among Us at 11 as well, Pacific time. That's this Friday. Anyone who has Discord access is going to be able to jump onto the Among Us live stream and stab me in the back and blame Joe for it. So if you want to do that, please check out patreon.com/Odin Makes Discord access level.
Yes, and remember to feed the algorithm gods.
Yes.
Like, subscribe. Offer the severed hand. You know.
Thank you, Ryobi, for the fun tools. Thank you,
Right.
Ghost Heads, for all the additional help and encouragement.
Yeah, and once the tools come in, we have another giveaway for all y'all because you asked for it. So.
Yes, Ryobi's doing another tool giveaway because you asked us for it. So that is happening.
And it's a cool tool.
It's a cool set of tools.
I know, I'm just distracted by the cutting.
It is a cool tool. And yeah, we will definitely be having 2 sets of those tools. We'll give away to anybody who's in the United States of America. That's the special thing. I found it. It's the domestic marketing department is who's working with me, so they can only ship to, because there's different departments that do different countries. That's why it's really hard to do stuff for the fans that are who aren't in the United States.
So international fans start reaching out to Ryobi representatives and be like, yo,
I watch this channel, and so does.
And I get to see everybody else get cool toys. So
where's my toy?
Just saying.
Yeah.
Modern problems.
Modern solutions. If you do want to check out Felicia's other channel and other social media almost presence, then she will be having new videos coming out on Behind the Scenes Fashions. That's a channel right here on YouTube. There's a couple of videos that have been planned. There's a couple of videos that have been shot. They're all in post-production whenever the computer and the planets align that they actually get post-production. But it will happen as well as on Instagram.
Yes, I'm Ish87 or Behind the Scenes Fashions. Both of those accounts are me.
Ish is spelled EESH, Echo Sierra Hotel _87.
Yes, and you're on Instagram.
I'm on Instagram
all
and Reddit
the social medias under Odin Abbott.
Well, Odin Makes for the most part.
Makes?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm only Odin Abbott. I was on Instagram for the longest time, but I pre-pandemic changed it to Odin Makes.
Oh, okay, that's why I assumed it was the.
Yeah, Odin Abbott is still on Twitter.
Okay.
I think that's the only one that is only there. But I'm Odin Makes on Reddit, Odin Makes on Instagram, Odin Makes on Twitch, Odin Makes on TikTok, Odin Makes on Facebook, Odin Makes on, yeah. Because I was trying to hide. So thank you all very, very much. We're actually trying to say goodbye now. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye now. Sweet. Someone's Austin Lips is watching from their PlayStation 4. Keep up the good work and see you next week.
Next week.
Next week. Bye-bye. There's the button and bye-bye.